punch, yeah, I had a restart. All smiles and he moving like re-rock. Man, I might kick game and some Reebok. And I'm sick of you hoes got G-Talk. Man, cut these hoes off like Mihawk. Now my little homie cat like Usopp. And I'm two-turn, think I need a woosah. We pull up in this bitch like who y'all? Don't worry about me, nigga, who you? Is he forward game? Tell me who's who. Can't fuck with the kid, call me Eustace. Can't fuck with the kid if you use it.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in to the Strawhat Podcast. Good to see all of you guys here with me on this Monday evening. What is up? How are you guys? How are you doing? How are you truly doing on this Monday evening? Seriously, I'm talking to you. What's up? Thank you guys for joining me here on the Strawhat Podcast. Happy to see all of you guys here. And I don't even have the music on yet. Let me turn the music back on just so we can. There we go. What's going on, everybody? It is, as you can see, episode 100. Welcome into the Strawhat Podcast. It's episode 100 tonight. And we made it. We have made it to episode 100. What's up, gang? Over on Instagram, I see you. What's up? How are you? What's up, everybody, man? Here on YouTube, on Twitch. What's up? Happy to see you guys and have you guys here with me tonight. It's going to be a fun night. It's going to be a chill night. Of course, episode 100 fell on a break week, so I get the chance to kind of vibe out and hang out with all of you guys. So I'm definitely happy for that. Zaz in the building. He says 100. It is 100, man. And my guy Zah, man, we done did it, bro. We done did it. We have got to episode 100, and my guy has been here for a long time now. Good Lord. Wouldn't have it any other way. Yes. Gamer Gav in the building. What's going on, Gamer Gav? Bus gang showing love. Hey, man, look, whatever gang you support, as long as you're here, you're one of us, Gav. Zah with the membership again. Re-upping the membership. What up? TBC. Trauma character breeds. Trauma breeds character. Same difference. We in the building, bro. Captain Nika says we a century strong. Basically, man. I mean, like, basically, in podcast math, we would technically be a century strong. We are here. Appreciate you as well, Nika, being here with the gang for sure. Dean's live in the building says, yo, what's up, Deans? Good to see you. Good to see you, Deans, of course. Yo, JC is in the building. It's been a minute, JC. Man, it has been a minute. I hope you've been well, brother. Of course, always good to see you. Welcome back, man. Did you see O'Hara's video? I have not. I actually haven't even been on YouTube. I've been, the level of busy that I've been, honestly, has been crazy. Like, I've been next level busy. So I haven't seen his video. I actually haven't watched very many YouTube videos at all. So yeah, but O'Hara always puts out good content. I do know that. And unlike Bleach, we didn't need a 4-year hiatus. We did not. And you know, it's crazy. In these 100 episodes, again, 100 weeks. Well, technically 101 weeks of this podcast. I've only missed one Monday. And that Monday was only missed because I was in Las Vegas and I was out there checking out the One Piece Cafe. If I wasn't in Las Vegas, we would have been at episode 101 and I wouldn't have missed that Monday. But every Monday, literally for about 2 years, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, we are here. Actually, almost exactly 2 years. We're here, man, talking One Piece every single Monday. So I try to be consistent. Dizzy in the building says, hello, Nakama. It's a good day. Break week. And ate a devil fruit this morning. Wow. Ate the resign, yes, fruit. Yes, me, fruit. No more working for Celestial Dragons. Replacement in place, and I got 2 jobs, so I'm gonna be all right. Yo, I mean, it sounds like that's good news. Obviously, if you resign, shout out to you. That's good. Yeah, I mean, hey, if you're getting away from the Celestial Dragons, that's always good. Shout out to you, Dizzy. Congrats. I hope this is good news. But you did say you have 2 jobs, so that's good, man. I'm happy for you. I'm happy to hear that. Let's see. Za says, oh yeah, check out our dad video. Oh yeah. If you haven't already, go check out the video that Za and Fuli did yesterday. They were talking about anime dads, and they went through dang near all of them. It was a good video. I was able to watch most of it, but I was at my restaurant, so I couldn't watch everything. But y'all did hit the ones that need to be talked about. Again, my personal Kozuki Sukiyaki needs to be, in my opinion, top of the list as far as freaking dads in One Piece that are just terrible. Not gonna lie to you, Kozuki Sukiyaki, bro, like we're gonna talk about him tonight. Don't you worry. Happy belated Kuma Day to those who applied. Kuma Day, man. Hold on. Now I see. I don't know. Oh, Father's Day. Wow. I was about to say there's a Kuma Day. Am I missing this? Yes. Father's Day. Yes. Happy belated. I'm a father. Thank you, Dizzy. I appreciate it. Break, click, snap. What's good, brother? I showed your mosaic. Was that last Thursday? I think it was this last Thursday. We pulled it up and we checked it out. Great work, as always. Keep it up. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. Nika, thank you, Dizzy. Yes, the opening is fire. Of course, that's our guy, Nika. We are at a hundo for sure. That's a hype hat. Hey, man, we're with the Chop Gang, bro. Every now and then, I wanna support the Chop Gang. You know, I was feeling like I wanted to bring out my inner forest god, so I decided to don the Chop hat today. And chop we will. Chop we freaking will. O'Hara shouted me out. Word? You're gonna have to drop the video. That's actually pretty dope. Yeah, drop the video. That's actually pretty freaking dope. Let's see. For those who missed it, we had Yasop top 5 best dad, Whitebeard top 5 worst. Oh, you're talking about yesterday? Yeah. That was an interesting, I'm not gonna lie to you, that was an interesting stream that Dizzy and Fuli, or not Dizzy, excuse me. Wow. I apologize. I am tired if you haven't noticed already. That was an interesting stream that Fuli and Zod did yesterday. Do I agree with the takes? Maybe. Do I agree with some of them? Probably. All of them? No. But it was an interesting stream nonetheless. Nika says scared me for a second. Oh, are you talking about because I didn't remember the okay. If you're talking about the Kuma Day thing, again, I'm apologize in advance. It has been a long month. This month has been extremely long, and it's only getting started. So I apologize for any mistakes or typos or word fumbles I have tonight. Good God, your boy has been a level of busy that I won't understand. Yeah, that's Nika. Yep. Father's Day special because no one is surpassing Kuma. You know, I do wonder. I think Kuma is definitely at the top, but I do wonder if someone could surpass Kuma. And I do think that there might be a candidate that could surpass Kuma for best dad in One Piece. So that's definitely something that we're going to talk about. Then, of course, for the back half, which I'll explain all that. Let me finish reading your comments and then we'll go through it. Let's see. He said it was something. Yeah, it was definitely something. I added 2 more questions to my trivia. Okay, for sure. We will definitely check that out this Thursday. I caught the O'Hara live stream a few weeks ago and we had some theory talk. Okay, dope. Dope. Yeah, O'Hara. Again, if I was on YouTube more, like as far as watching One Piece content, that would be what I do. But like surprisingly, I don't watch. Like when I'm on YouTube, I actually don't watch. I don't consume any One Piece content. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I don't watch any other podcasts. I don't watch any other podcasters. I don't watch any other breakdowns of anything. And that's honestly partially because I want to live react to the chapters as they come out. So I try not to get any spoils. But my YouTube homepage actually doesn't have any One Piece stuff on it at all. Like legitimately, no creators. So I actually haven't seen an O'Hara video in my recommendations in probably over a year. I just know he's a good content creator. Him and Grand Line Review, I know they're great creators. I just haven't watched a single video from them in a very long time. So that's just me. I just don't watch One Piece content. Maybe that's weird. I just watch the Strawhat Podcast content. So my reactions, trust me, they're 100% genuine. Not only for the chapters, but whenever like Bands or Nika drops a theory or something that the community is talking about or thinking about, and I respond and I react to it, that is 100% genuine. That's my first time. I'm not even on TikTok like that. And I have a TikTok page where we drop our content. I don't watch TikTok theory videos. I don't follow any of the big One Piece TikToks outside of Monkey D. Quell because now we actually have collabed with them. But I'm not on TikTok. I don't even scroll. I don't like legit. I just don't watch One Piece content. So yeah, whenever you see my reactions on these Mondays, they're not fabricated. The theories that I hear are absolutely 100% genuine reactions because that's my first time. So yeah, just little nugget about me. Nika says Leuven is right up there with them. Oh, with Kuma? Yeah, for sure. Thus far, absolutely. Leuven, it is not even his baby. Maybe we will see if that's not his kid. We will see. I don't want to say for sure yet, but we will see if that's not his kid. But I am leaning to agree with you though, Dizzy. I'm leaning on the side of agreeing with you. O'Hara is dope. Oh yeah, for sure. I think it's kind of common for One Piece creators to not keep up with each other's stuff. That's what I've heard. I definitely feel like I probably should be a little bit deeper in the community, but it's just hard. Like, again, I run a whole nother business outside of this, and it takes up so much of my time that when I'm off stream, I just don't have the time to really think about One Piece as much as I would love to, man. God, I would love to think about it more. I love One Piece, and me and my dude were debating about Eris possibly being a mermaid. Yeah, Nika. Yeah, that was one of Nika's things for sure. Nika has been spitting that for a minute. Yes. So, Dizzy, you're right on with it. That's something that Nika put me onto a little while ago. There's a lot of good information backing the possibility of that. He tries to keep it pure for creative control. I'm the shadow man. I know most of the creators. Yeah. If there's anybody that's in the community, Dizzy apparently too, but Nika is going to for sure know about them, and he's gonna put me onto them, man. Like, oh God, Yeah. Yeah. He's definitely going to know about them and put me onto them. Also, while I'm reading the comments, I might end up doing like a slight tier list before we get into the back half of the stream, where I'm going to just pull up. I'm going to bring everybody up. That's a part of the podcast. And we're just going to vibe out tonight, man. I'm going to pull up old clips and we're going to talk about them. Talk about if we got the theories right, if we were spot on with some of the thoughts, and just kind of go back and forth. This is going to be a super, super chilled night tonight. There's no agendas tonight. So if you're just literally here to chill, kick back, chill out, and vibe, because that is what we are here to do. We're here to just put out the freaking vibes tonight. So it's going to be a good time, man. It is going to be a good time. So either way, let me know real quick while we're waiting before I potentially pull up even old Twitch clips. Yes, I'm going all the way back to the beginning of the podcast, and we're going to be talking a lot about old stuff, man. So we're going to be vibing. It's going to be a fun time. Seriously, it's going to be a fun time. But drop in the chat top 5 best dads in One Piece, and then in another comment, top 5 worst dads in your opinion, because I'll probably pull up a tier list and kind of go through it. But I'm curious to know who you guys think. Top 5 best dads, top 5 worst dads. Preferably put it in 2 comments so I don't have to try to run through and look at them, because that's a lot to type. Give me a second so I can turn on my light here real quick, because as you can see, the sun is starting to go down here in my studio. 1 second. There we go. That might be too bright. Oh yeah, that's a little bit too. There we go. Okay, there we go. Much better. Yeah, we're going to be going through old clips, old stuff. Disregard my daughter's blanket here. My daughter wanted to have a looks like a tea party in here. So she's got her blanket out and she's got her purse. She's got her multiple purses, because I'm realizing that young girls, my daughter is 3, and they like purses and they like dollies and tea parties and all of the stuff that you literally see on TV. This is what she is. She is a princess, and she wants you to know that. So if you see this little pretty blanket beside me, I forgot to actually pull that up. So either way, disregard that. Let's see what you guys said. Kaido is a decent dad. Kaido is a decent dad. Oh, Za. I'm not gonna lie. Man, you are one controversial guy, man. Kaido is a decent dad. You know, Za, I gotta really, in what way? I gotta know in what way. Because maybe I don't even disagree with you. I just gotta know. Please just let me know, Za. In what way? Because you know what? Before I actually respond, maybe there's some legs to what you're saying. I don't want to just shoot it down. You're gonna have to explain yourself though, man. Gamer says, I'm a good dad. JK, I'm just 17. Yeah, man. Stay away from women, Gamer Gav. You're 17. Stay away from them. You're not allowed to date until you're 38. That's what I tell my daughter. So stay away from women and just focus on you, my friend. The Ginny treatment is real. I wonder what Oda's wife is thinking reading Elbath. Yeah, I don't know. I'm actually mad curious though. Gamer Gas said, better be some clips with me and the Bus Gang. Nah, you haven't been here long enough, man. But you're here now. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I hear you haven't been here long enough. Best gamer Gav, gamer with a capital G, and gamer. All right, for sure. Dizzy says best dads: Kuma, Pound, Rocks, Kiros, and Giant and Elbath. Giant, which one are you talking about? Which Giant and Elbath specifically? Are you talking about Harold? Ooh, actually, I need to know because it's very important. Because if you are talking about Harold, then we're gang. If you're not, because that's a good pool. If you ain't talking about Harold, though, I don't know. But ooh, Kuma, Pound, man. Pound is an interesting pool. Kuma's the safe answer, but Pound, I'm okay with Pound because Pound never gave up on his girls, but man, okay, is it fair to be upset with Pound because of how weak and embarrassing he was? Because I don't know. Because now I got to think about it. Is it embarrassing that he was weak, or is it impressive that he's alive? Because you got to think about it. Where are Big Mom's other baby daddies? They might actually be dead. Because remember, Pound actually survived an attack from Oven. So I don't know. Maybe it's actually impressive. Maybe it's his love for his daughters that kept him alive. Number 2, best dad. But I'm okay with it. Rocks. Rocks is up there. You know, okay. Tell me if this is a hot take. With Rocks. Rocks, I'm gonna say this, and this is just off the top of my head. Barry says, how about Shanks? I'll talk about that. I see your comment on Instagram. Rocks, I see him similar, and this could be wrong, but just hear me out. I see him similar to how I see like a Senior Pink. Because is Senior Pink a good dad? That's where I see Rocks. Because Rocks was doing some real mischievous stuff, man. I'm not gonna lie. Rocks was really out here in the trenches. Like, I see him like, bro, you're like a gang boss, bro. Out here in the hood, still getting active, but you got a little kid. And it's like, yo, the feds are coming down on you. But, you know, you're like, yo, I'm gonna save my wife and kid. But like, I'm not really a good guy per se. I'm not really a bad guy. I can justify the things that I do, but I'm not really an upstanding citizen. Neither was Senior Pink, but Senior Pink is still seen as like a beloved character because of him changing and being seen in the better light at the end of the day. And that's how Rocks was. But Rocks was not necessarily the best guy. You know, so it's like, he's a good father. I see Senior Pink as a good father. I've said that before, so I agree with you. Am I putting him top 5 though? That is what I got to think about. I don't know. Kiros, definitely up there. And if you're talking about Harold, then me and you are gang. Zah says Sakazuki. Like, yo, like, you my dog, man. I didn't expect any different. Which you might be right. We got to see if Hibari really is his daughter. And if she is, I need to see their relationship. But like, throwing Sakazuki into the mix without knowing anything is like type crazy. Even though I love Sokka, I just don't know. Yasop, he's up there. Me and you agree. Jing is dope. Jing is a little different than Yasop, but I gotta stay consistent. Maze, Hughes, I don't even know those two dads, but dope, okay? And Goku, again, I have not fully watched Dragon Ball, so I can't even give a take for that. But maybe you're on to something. I don't know. I've heard Goku is a terrible dad though, so I don't know. Maybe you can make the case for otherwise. He said my cousin who was about that age and a girl likes dinosaurs. Gav, are you good, brother? What is that? I must have missed the context. I don't know what you were even talking about. He accepted Yamato as Odin and didn't gender. Can I read? Gender shame him at all. I mean, yeah, but he did lock his kid up and starve his kid. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I think that this is just me. I do think that Yamato would have been okay with Kaido not accepting their pronouns if they were given food and love. You know, like, I could be wrong. That's just what I think. I mean, that's fair. I just feel like, you know, I don't know. This is absurd. Now, no girlfriends, no date until you're 38. One of the dads in the Thorns. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think about who, because the dad that I remember that was in the well, he wasn't even a dad though. It was Roto. I got to go back and look at the chapter. The only guy I can remember for sure that was in the Thorns, like when they fell off the cliff, was Roto. So I'd have to go see. Nari, baby mom had all the power and he stood up to Big Mom. That's fair. Then again, that's fair. That's why I'm not gonna like be too hard on him. Again, I agree, Pound is up there. I just had to see which way I should look at it. DBJ, what's going on, bro? He said, best Odin, Kuma, Kiros, Tom. Okay, Tom. And Gabon. Okay. Gabon. Okay. I'm cool with Odin. I don't know if he's top one though. I don't know if this list is in any specific order, but I don't know if it's in a specific order. Odin not over Kuma, and I give Odin a knock in points because, bro, the dancing thing, I gotta knock him for. I get why he did, but it's like, you dancing ultimately is the reason why you died and your kids died, technically. So it's like, Kiros, Tom, Gabon. Okay. Did the Gabon make my top 5? I don't know. But I can see, I'm okay. I'm not even upset with that. Worst dads, Draken. Oh my God, bro. Shanks. Okay. I actually gotta hear why Shanks is the worst dad, because if we love Yasop and you're calling Shanks a deadbeat, we have to like Shanks as a dad. Like, what did Shanks do wrong? If nothing, if you hate Dragon for what he did for Luffy, then you have to respect what Shanks did for Luffy. Because he like stepped in and was like a stepdad or like an adopted father, that type thing. You know, so it's like, oh, I ate Dragon because of how he didn't take care of Luffy. Well, Shanks was that missing piece for like that father figure. You know, so it's like, okay, if you're mad at like Uta, like, okay, he left Uta and like everything that happened in Film Red. All right, okay, fine. But like, there's more depth to his father aspect. You know, I mean, it is what it is. Neptune Riku, I agree. And Flamingo's dad, wow, homing, Don Quixote homing. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, bro. Give me a second. Because Don Quixote homing is not a dad. And I actually had this argument with Nika. I know he remembers this. Don Quixote homing is not a bad dad. Maybe that's a hot take. And you know what? Y'all can flame me in the comments if you want to, but I stand 10 toes down. Don Quixote homing is not a bad dad. He's not. And I will be completely honest, like I've argued to Nika, if Don Quixote homing doesn't do what he does, Doflamingo stays the way that he is. Doflamingo is still going to be a stuck-up, bad character, evil celestial dragon, maybe worse, quite honestly, because he never would have seen what it's even like down there, in my opinion. But Corazon never sees better. So now you have Corazon and Doflamingo, who both are bad celestial dragon figures. It was because of homing that Corazon was even shown a different perspective. So like, I have to disagree that Don Quixote homing is a bad father. I just think Doflamingo was just evil. I just don't think there was any fixing Doflamingo. Like, he was going to be evil whether freaking homing left him in Marijois or brought him down like he did. He was always going to be a bad character. Corazon got the change, and you see what Corazon's change did to the broader story. Corazon being a good character, well, clearly it helped Law out tremendously and kept that fruit away from Doflamingo like it would have been. Like, there's a chain reaction to everything that happened. Yes, of course, freaking Dofla's mom ended up getting killed. That sucks. I'm not gonna lie. That's a terrible response. But that's not necessarily, yes, that's directly because of what homing did, but that still doesn't make homing a bad dad. That's because the people killed her. Like, yes, it was homie's decision to go down there, but the goddamn people killed her, and he was acting in good faith. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's a sticky situation. And Nika, I already know. Nika's ready to flame me. I already know. Either way, that's my take. Strawberry on Twitch says, yo, what's going on, Strawberry? Dizzy says, no but didn't have his family in the ship. He kept him safe and still pulled up to God Valley to save his family when he knew he wasn't going to make it. Fair. That's fair. That is fair. I'm just saying the knock on him is he was still not necessarily a good guy. You know, so it's like he's a good father, and like what he did does separate him. Like, I don't want to conflate the two because they are two separate things. I'm just saying that is still like a slight knock. That's it. Nika says no. Oh God, he's about to crash on me. Nika, sheath the sword, bro. Put the sword away, man. Put the sword away. I know you're trying to kill me. Just put the sword away, brother. Senior Pink would fall in the category of best husband, not necessarily great father. Okay, I'll make a case, right? I'll make the case. I think that because correct me if I'm wrong, I'm trying to remember. Did he know that she was pregnant? That part gets a little murky for me. Did he know that she was pregnant? Or like, because I'm forgetting the specifics. Senior Pink, I know, wasn't there throughout the pregnancy. And I think she delivered the baby, but then the baby got like sick and died. So like, I do feel like if he knew that his kid was going to die or was like ill, he probably would have gave that life up sooner to be there for his family. That's why I put him in that same category, because I saw how he changed for his wife. So it leads me to believe that he would probably do the exact same thing for his kid. You know, that's the only logical explanation and conclusion I can pull from that. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe that's not right. I don't know. That's where I'm just putting him in a similar category. The same way that Rocks would have went 10 toes for his wife and kid, I see Senior Pink going 10 toes for his wife and kid. You see how far he went to just make his wife smile, you know? So I don't know. It says y'all bugging. Hey, again, I'm just saying. Nika says Maze Hughes, probably best dad. I don't even know what anime that's from. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea. Let's see, greatest Saiyan dad, it's Piccolo. Okay. I mean, again, I haven't watched it. Hold on one sec. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Greatest Saiyan dad is Piccolo. Okay. Your daughter is the same-ish age as my cousin. Okay, that's what you're saying. Okay. I was like, yo, you're talking about like dinosaurs and stuff. I'm like, what the freak out? What are we on right now? Captain Nika says Vegeta is a good dad because he got strong. Nah, he got strong because of trauma. Okay. Yeah, he's not better than Piccolo, though. Kaido knows trauma breeds power. Oh, God. Hold on one sec, bro. Give me 1 sec. Let me close this door. Give me 1 sec. Okay, my bad. Okay, my bad. We have a dog. Even though I said we wouldn't get one, we have one. Either way, Vegeta's back. There we go. The lighting is adjusted. Thank you. Oh, that looks so much better. Vegeta's best Dragon Ball dad. Ooh, okay. Worst, Judge Kaido. No! Why do we keep saying homing? Yo. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. We keep saying homing. I'm standing 10 toes. Homing was not a bad dad, bro. Judge was bad dad. You know what? I'm gonna let it go. No, I'm gonna say it. Judge was a bad dad, but is he top 5 worst? I don't know. Because if he coddled Sanji, we don't get the Sanji that can overcome things. So, man, that's just gonna be sticky. Never mind. I'm gonna let it ride. Because that's a whole can of worms. His daughter died because of him. Utah is canon. Look. Hey, man, I got you. I'm just saying there's more to the story because he also has Luffy that could be seen as his son. He got a son in the East. Yeah. Hey, man, more depth to his daughter. Oh, God. Okay. I sure do. Hey, man, put it away, brother. He's horrible. Man, homing isn't bad because he was good, just made the wrong choices. Was it the wrong choices, though? See, again, it's wrong based on your perspective, man. Like, it's wrong on your perspective. Like, what came out of it? Yes, unfortunately, their mother got killed. I'm be honest though. Can I be completely honest? Every mother in One Piece that gets named gets killed. I mean, the mother, the way that Oda writes the story, that mom was probably already had a death sentence before they came down. So I'm not even going to use that as like a reason to make the case why that was a bad choice, because it always happens in One Piece where the mother just gets killed. So it's like, I'm not even going to take that point. But like, he's not a bad dad. He's not a bad dad. He's just not a smart one. You know what? I will accept. I still disagree, but I'll take that. I'll take that because it took me a while to pull that out of you because you were not even on that timing. We were before. So, hey, incompetent dad. Disagree. I'm not seeing Calgara on any list. He was about. Okay. Oh, that's such a sticky topic, man. Calgara is not a But you see, here's the thing though, man. Like Calgara, yeah, he made a choice for us. See, no, exactly. Calgara was about to sacrifice his kid, but it's like back in the day, that was seen as like an honor. Like, you know, that was like an honor to be sacrificed. And that's what they believed. So it's like, was it bad? It's only a matter of perspective because his tribe did not think it was bad. His kid accepted their fate and Calgara didn't see it as killing. He just saw it as sacrifice. And this is just what has to be done. So it's like, that's sticky. That's a sticky topic, man. Woo, that's a sticky topic. I don't know. Rosinante and Doflamingo are the media. Whoa. Wow. I don't know about that. That's rough. That's rough. That's rough, bro. That's rough. Those that's a topic we gotta discuss. Wow, Nika, man, you're coming out swinging, bro. 3D, what up? What up? Shows two sides of same parenting, Skelly and Sabo. Facts. Yeah, put Cerberus away, bro. You and this Shamrock thing, this guy. Homie made moves with no regard for his family whatsoever. One of the most selfish dads in One Piece. Oh my God, no. No, 3D, no. 3D, no. 3D, no, brother. You don't mean that, bro. Okay, this is just going to be a night. I'm really going to have to go. I guess it's just me versus the world on this homing point. Wow. I might actually have to make a YouTube video breaking down why homing is the most misunderstood dad in One Piece. Hey, you know what? Thank you, guys. You actually gave me a great freaking video idea. Thanks. Homing and Harold. Ooh, Homing and Harold. Why they're the most misunderstood dads in One Piece. Thank you, guys. Thank you. That's gonna be my next video. Thank you so much. Senior Pink did all that stuff to keep his wife happy when she was in the hospital, not to keep the baby alive because that didn't happen. No, that's fair. I'm just saying, you put Senior Pink in the situation that Rox was in. Senior Pink does the exact same thing. He goes to the ends of the earth for that baby and his wife. That's that, I will say. I think he does the exact same thing. I don't see him going any less hard for his family than Rox did. That is what I think. Crazy how the same anime has both the best and worst dad contender. That's how good One Piece is, man. That's just how good it is. Tower of God, all the family heads are terrible parents, the worst. Man, I see. You are gonna. I might have to like segue from Bleach to watch Tower of God, which, by the way, I owe you guys 3 videos for Bleach. I am sorry. This month has been, oh my God. I know I'm behind. I know I owe you guys. I'm sorry. Kaido is a great dad. Wow. Horrible person, but awesome dad. Are we forgetting the starving the kid and the kid in prison part? 3D. 3D. His kid was imprisoned. Nah, 3D. Nah, brother. That's wild. Judge knows trauma breeds character. He does. I actually agree. Again, I'll give that to Judge because Judge created Sanji. He created all of them, but he had to genetically modify the rest. He just had to freaking abuse Sanji to get the best version of him. And that sounds terrible. I understand that. I'm just telling you what happened. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at Sanji. Kakaguri has horrible parents too. That's that right? Kakaguri? Sorry, man. I just can't read tonight. That's why I said, okay, at this point, is Oda's wife nervous? Oh, okay, I got you. Hey, man, hopefully that's not a finale for him where he's gonna like put something in her drink or something. I don't know. Sheesh, man. Every mom gotta go. Most talked about dead mom. Kiros yell, Scarlet! Scarlet's up there. Scarlet is definitely up there. Just not best 5 moms. She's up there though. He was about to sacrifice his daughter and kill a man to do it. That's true. I just don't know where I put Calgara. It's a matter of perspective, and the way that they did things in their tribes were seen differently. So I can't judge people based on the standards of like other people. Like my standards, like, oh, I wouldn't do that. Obviously, none of us would, but that's like a Western concept. Some of these African tribes still do things, or like indigenous tribes still do things in ways that we wouldn't agree with as like a Western society. So it's like, are they wrong? I don't know. They don't think they are. So I don't know. Did Calgara try to marry his daughter off to Noland? Did that happen? That might have happened. I don't remember that part. I have to think about that. I don't remember that part happening, but Will of Dreams, you're pretty credible, so maybe that did happen. I don't think you would just be coming out of left field with that. I don't remember that part. Dean says, is it the intent or the action that ultimately matters? Again, see, that's the sticky part. That is the sticky part, because we can sit here and we can armchair quarterback things, but it's like, what is it? Is it the intent or the action? I don't know, because I can give you a lot of situations where it depends both ways. But I will say that the action is bad, but it's like, okay, for example, war, right? Going to war. The action is obviously bad because you're killing another human in war. But the intent is to protect your country or your village or whatever, but you have to do the action of the killing. The killing is bad, but in context, the killing is not that bad. Like, the killing is understood in the context that is packaged in when we say, oh, well, I killed him because we were at war. It's like, oh, okay. The killing is still bad, but it's just understood better when it's packaged in a certain context. So it's like, I don't know. That's the sticky part. That's all I'm trying. It's exactly. Thank you, 3D. You can't judge the actions of a completely different culture. Facts. You know, that's why it's sticky. Khalil Cortez on Instagram. He says, are we talking legitimate mom or a maternal figure? because old girl from Full Metal is up there. So technically we're talking dads right now, but I was talking about moms for that moment. But fair. You can throw out a good mom, a solid mom. There you go. But yeah, we are technically talking about dads at the moment though. But solid mom. I agree with you. Kalgara's daughter ended up marrying Seto, the Luffy lookalike. Okay. Got it. So she lived and married, so she's good. Sounds good. Sounds about right. Whoa, I believe he was good. Who were you talking about? Homing? Probably Homing. Homing and Kaido are complete opposites. Ooh, let me think about that. No. Yeah, but like Kaido's on the bad end though. Like Homing did everything with good intentions. So it's like Kaido did everything with bad intentions. He was like, yo, if you end up dying in this, you just weren't strong enough to be my kid. But my kid would be able to survive being imprisoned. You know, like I don't know. Jane, what's going on, Jane? Jane, you're in the wrong platform. Come over to YouTube, my dearest Jane. You're on Twitch. Come over with the gang over on YouTube. Good to see you, though. Why is Gamer the most underrated chatter and has good points about Bust? Wow. Holy Gamer, man. Za, best choice he made for her. Watch them be Luffy's ancestors. Yeah, I can agree with you on that. Kaido just grounded his son in chains and in a cave with very little food next to prisoners. Come on, bro. Come on. Stop it. Imprisoned or sent to their room. Well, apparently Yamato's room was in a rundown cell with freaking a collar on and chains. That's 3D. Come on, brother. Stop it. What are we doing? What are we doing, bro? Kaido not afraid of using the belt. Apparently he is, bro. He's one of them sit in the corner type parents, but he forgets the kid is in the corner and never tells the kid to leave the corner. He just leaves the kid in the corner. I don't know. I think Kaido was one of those parents that would like forget their kids in the car and like their kid is in the back seat and he just get out the car and like just go to work and like their kid's just sitting in the car seat in the back seat. And it's like he comes back, he's like, oh crap, forgot my freaking kid was in the car with me. They weren't strong enough to survive the heat. F them. Like, yo, what? No, bro, we're not doing this. No. Man, it's the outcome that gets recorded in history. Man, y'all are hitting some philosophical points tonight, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're hitting some philosophical points. These are some valid points, man. It's the outcome that gets recorded in history. That is true. I am more of like a nuanced person though. So I feel like you can't remove nuance. Because when you start to remove nuance, then you end up in situations where history is not told appropriately. So, but again, that's a sticky situation, man. That's a sticky situation. Results. I don't. You're right, but I disagree though. You're right. Yeah, Flamingo said that. I don't agree with Flamingo though. War. What is it good for? Y'all are philosophical. Okay, what is war good for? War is, again, good is a subjective term. I don't know that I would answer what is war good for. I could definitely tell you what it's bad for, but I understand the point of war. And I understand why it is unfortunately necessary, because a lot of times you're not going to be able to find a resolution to conflict just through words. Sometimes it has to go farther than that. And I don't agree with it. I wish we didn't have to do it. But yeah, sometimes you have to. And sometimes it is the betterment for society broadly. Prime example, World War II. That was generally regarded as betterment for the globe. You know, taking out Hitler, that was seen as like betterment for the globe, you know, and put together all of these different factions. Granted, there is unfortunately nuance attached to that, because if you would ask certain Germans, they'd probably disagree with you. So it's like, again, that's where the nuance comes in. But I do, you know, again, I don't want to say something and get canceled. Either way, that's my take. Had to check. Chapter 291, Calgara asked Nolan. That is weird, and it's not something I agree with. It's just something that was accepted culturally back then. You know, that's all I can say. If atrocities are being committed, it doesn't matter the justification. It's still bad. Hence, Nolan trying to enlighten the more isolated Shandians. Man. Yeah, you're right. Again, there's just nuance to almost everything. Like, by the way, I agree with you in this specific situation. I agree with you. Yes, the Nolan Shandians thing, fine. I'm not even going to push back. I'm just saying that certain things globally are not that simple. That's all I'm saying. Because atrocities are seen through the lens that you understand culturally. And I stand on that, because I don't know. We're going to start getting a little too political, and we're going to start going down a route that's going to be way outside the scope of this podcast. I don't push back, Deans, on that. I just agree. You can't deny him. Yeah, I mean, look, you're my guy, Gav. You're definitely my dude. Kaido would keep his kid locked in a room while he went out. Facts. Garland is a terrible person, but a loving father. I mean, he did send them to go get shanked. I will at least say that. Is he a loving father? Maybe. I do think if he would have had a daughter, he might have killed his daughter. The way that he offed his wife, it does not show to me that he has respect for females. I need to see him interact with a female. When I see him interact with a female, that's going to tell me everything. I need to see how he interacts with Gunko. I think that'll tell me everything that I need to know. Kaido cared about Yamato. If he didn't, then he would have told them that Oni and humans. There we go. God dang it. Sorry. Oni and humans can't be together. Humans can't be trusted. I get it. He locked his kid. That's, that's where I am. Hey, Garling, he's a bad father. I got you. War is good for ending debate, even if you're wrong. God. Yeah. It's good for wealth. You're right. Read it and get the reference. I missed the reference. Oh, crap. Did I miss? Drop the reference again. Oh, war. What is it good for? Hold on. I'm sorry. Is that a song? That must be a song. Hold on, JC. I don't want to let you down. That's a song. That's definitely a song, right? I think I actually know that song. War is good for making the rich richer and the poor deader. Ooh. God. Yo, this is a weird stream tonight. That's a bar. That's a bar, man. Yo, okay. Ooh. That's not the point of this podcast. We're supposed to be talking about a fun pirate show. Talking about a fun pirate show. War is good to show that America on top and we are second to none. We keep Japan alive so Oda can keep writing One Piece. Woo! I am not touching that comment. But hey, man, I respect all comments around these parts. We calling Roger a good dad. He had a kid knowing it. See, thank you. I've always said Roger's a bad dad. Thank you. He's a deadbeat. No pun intended. No pun intended. But facts. We ain't gotta get too deep. Facts. Yeah. I'm not gonna go too far with that. Garling is a baby mom killer. Facts. Baby mom killer. He ain't care about his kids for real. Yeah. See, again, I feel like he would have Spartan kicked his daughter into the water. Ooh, with the flow. If he had a daughter, bro. I'm just saying. No, his daughter would basically be Shuri or Gunko. That's her skirt. I need to see the interaction between him and a woman. Because the only one I can pull from is the one where he stabbed, he put his sword through the chest of his baby mother after providing him with 2 kids. So when I see that, then I'll know. Where's Maffy, by the way? Where's Maffy? Because Maffy's a female. Is Maffy around? I mean, Gunko was there. I guess technically at God Valley. But where's Maffy? Did he kill Maffy too? Like, I don't know. As a Colombian, I'm quite mad at the U.S. taking over the South Hemisphere once again. And that is why I am not touching that comment. JC, that's why I ain't even go there. But hey, I respect it. Garland doesn't respect blue sea people. Woman he respects just celestial dragon women. Hey, man. Maybe you're right. Man. We stand for the West Blue. West Blue crew, stand up. What's up, bands? Garling had nothing but joy when he spoke of his boys. That's true. One Piece brings politics as always. Facts. Yeah, trauma breeds character. Ace became strong. How about when he killed his parents in front of him? Facts, bro. Reggie on it, bro. What's good, my boy Reggie? Anyone want to play Minecraft PvP? If I played Minecraft, maybe I would. I don't know. Maffy. Yeah, where's Maffy? Where's Maffy, man? Maffy's MIA. Did he kill Maffy? I don't know, man. All right, guys. So we're getting into the fun part of the stream. Oh, man. So we're going to go through and look at some clips. We're going to do it with the gang crew, obviously. Pull up. We're about to get started. First off, thank you all because we are at episode 100. Appreciate all of you guys tapping in with the podcast. I'm curious as we move into the second part, how long have y'all been watching this podcast? Like, do you know around what episode or chapter you started watching? Because a lot of you guys are, well, dang near everyone here really pulls up every single week to support, which is huge. So thank you to all of you guys, because you could like literally watch any other One Piece podcast, but you guys choose to tap in with me, and you do it live. You don't even just come back and watch it after the fact. So appreciate y'all even giving the time to tap in on Mondays, man. Seriously, I appreciate it a lot. So anyway, yeah, let me know when you started watching the pod. I'm actually very curious. I remember when some of you guys did. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys. So as the crew gets up, I do want to pull up just man, we got some old gems in here, man. Old gems in here. So I want to start while they're coming up. I gotta pull up this old gem. This is literally the first post I put on Instagram. This was the first. Can I zoom in on it? I can't. This is the here. Let me open it a different. Hold on. Here, I'll just screenshot it. That's what I'll do. Let's screenshot it and make it bigger. This is the first post I had put on Instagram. And oh man, we did a tier list. And just to show you how different this has all like been. Hold on, let me X this out. Just to show you how my takes have definitely changed. One thing is not changed though. In Z tier is goddamn Thriller Bark, bro. I am not changing my freaking mind about Thriller Bark. Thriller Bark is a Z tier arc. I've said that from the beginning, and I'm not changing my goddamn mind. What's going on, Za? Welcome in, bro. Yeah.
What up? Here.
Look, man. I just want to go over and show how much like my takes have changed, because as you can see, Whole Cake isn't even an S tier on this tier list. This is how much my stuff has changed, because people think I've just been a Nami fan for like the longest time, and I have, but Nami has scaled up over time, you know. But yeah, Thriller Bark is not even an F tier. It's in Z. It's in Z tier, man.
That's growth.
It's in Z.
That's growth.
And I've been consistent with that. Let's see. Let's go S tier, Long Ring Longland. I've been consistent with that as well. You guys know I love Long Ring Longland. Wano is definitely S tier. Still, I'd probably drop Dressrosa maybe to high A now though. Just to be consistent. Let's see. Marineford is S tier. Return to Saba Odi. It's the same. Indy's Lobby, the same. Post Saba Odi. All those are the same. Impel Down is the same. Yeah, Egghead's good. Let's see. I think everything else is probably still the same. Skypea B. Romance Dawn probably should drop down to C. Orange. Yeah. No, this is okay. I will say though, the way that they did Whiskey Peak in the live action makes me want to put Whiskey Peak S tier. So hey, I don't know. But yeah, this is the first post that we put on Instagram. This was May 28th, 2024. And yeah, I got flamed in the comments. And you know, it just is what it is. Let me see what these are saying. Hold on a second.
Who doesn't get flamed in the comments?
Dean says gotta be since at least the 70s. Yeah, I remember Dean, you had pulled up a while ago. You were kind of like in and out. So yeah, Dean's. I do remember when Dizzy pulled up. Dizzy, I remember the stream you had joined. It was in December, because she says December. It was for the Dizzy had pulled up for the One Piece Awards night. That's when it was. I remember, because that was literally the first stream she ever saw. So yes, I remember that. What's up, Bands? Hey, there we go. Now I can recognize you. Get that other hat away, bro. We got an LA hat on. You look like Bands. Well, I don't know about all that other stuff, bro. Stay similar. I don't like change, bro. Change scares me, man. Gamer Gav says I was in Punk. Oh yeah, but you were like maybe 2 months ago, max. Maybe 2 months ago. I do remember. 3D said I've been following on IG for a while, but before I learned the schedule. Okay, word. I do remember you in the comment section on IG though. So yeah. Dizzy says, love y'all. Love you too, Dizzy. Appreciate you even rocking with us. I'm a rookie, but I'm hip thanks to Kezi and the crew in the Discord. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. During chapter 1140.
That's mad recent.
Yeah,
Ooh.
really recent.
Mad recent.
So
Which is good. Thank you.
1140. Was that this? No, that might have been. That was definitely last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, that was like January of last year because we ended 2024 with wait, am I bugging? No. We ended 2024. The last chapter of 2024 was when Shamrock and Gunko pulled up into the Arus Castle. That was the last chapter of 2024.
Yep.
So that would have been 11:35 or 6 because 37 was the Shamrock reveal and 38 was the mural. So that would have been probably February of 2025. I don't think that, that was about a year and a half almost ago. That's a good time, man.
1140 is literally when we fight Scopper Caban.
Yeah, that would have been like February, March of 2025. Dang. What up, Nika?
What's popping?
I've been here since the Void Century. No, you haven't, Gav.
The void.
You ain't been here that long. Don't lie. Been subscribing, watching weekly since that. Appreciate you, my guy. Oh, he would have been arguing this day one. Yeah, I've always been a Thriller Bark hater, man. Just to show you my consistency, I have stood on that, and I'm not changing. I even rewatched it for you guys, and I just honestly, in the English language, is there a letter after Z that you guys are aware of? No? Okay. All right. Well, if there was, I would move it there. But I just don't know that they've created a letter yet. But when they do invent more letters, I will appropriately put Thriller Bark where it belongs.
I think you should give the people what they want. I think that you should do a break week, a live watching of Thriller Bark all over again.
Oh, God.
And just have
I would totally be down for that.
Oh, God. Oh,
I'm down for it.
I don't know if I can.
I need to watch live with you, Thriller Bark. I need to know what your thoughts are going
every episode.
Through it. Yes.
Every episode. Did you not like the comedy? Did you not like this? Like, because that's Thriller Bark is pure top-S comedy. I don't know what else you want. Luffy pushing the zombie down? Come on, bro.
Okay.
Come on.
All right. I will, because I could stream it on Twitch. So we can pull up and watch the episodes. I can give you actual commentary on why I do not like these episodes. And I'll be fair. I will be 100% factual and fair. I just, again, bro, it's just like this. I told you already, I don't like zombies. I didn't like Walking Dead. I'd hate zombie games. Just the concept of zombies just sucks. So when you take me from Indy's lobby and then you put me in zombies, it was the same feeling. By the way, y'all gonna hate this take. It was the same feeling when I left the high of Greed Island, and I was like, Hunter, by the way. I know Nika, you know. When I left Greed Island, I was like, oh my God, this show is peak, bro. Who is the next villain? It's ants. I was like, bro,
ain't no way you hated on the Chimera ants.
No. Wait. Hold on. Because I know Nick, you're about to kill me. Just let me say a few more sentences. Because I know I already saw you lick your lips. You was about to hit that mute button, and you was about to go crazy. Just hold on a second, bro. Okay, the Chimera Ant arc was tough. Okay, all I'm saying is, I'm leaving Greed Island.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're trying to tell me that these freaking ants are the next villain. I'm like, wait, huh? Like, yeah, like they're ants. Oh, okay. But like, they're not just ants, they're mutant ants. They're alien ants. I was like, get the freak out of here. I actually dropped the show right there. I ended up picking it back up and watching the rest. I watched the rest, but I dropped it because I was like, I don't want to watch like Ants is the villain. So when I go to Thriller Bark and meet Brooke, I'm like, okay, yo, like Brooke is cool. You got the fro, cool. Then we go to the island, and we're like, okay, oh, we see the Cerberus. I'm like, okay, it's Misty. Then we see zombies, and not just zombies, dancing zombies. Like the freak out of here.
Wait,
bro.
are you scared of zombies?
No,
Is this a fear thing?
No. I actually hate zombies. Like it's uninteresting.
So if they were on Elbath and they drew your nightmare, or you were one of the kids, would your nightmare be a zombie on the paper? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out that.
My nightmare would be Nami not getting another upscale. That would be my nightmare. So if Oda drew Nami helpless again with no climate act, that would be my nightmare.
So basically, Nami bad timeline.
Bad
timeline
Nami, or like I don't want damsel in distress Nami. That's my nightmare. But since we know that's not gonna happen, I'm cool. But I just literally am uninterested in zombies. Like I just nothing about them is interesting. And when they're dancing, and then you throw comedy zombies, I'm like, bro, just like that when Zazie Shopper, that's what pissed me off. So like, I don't like zombies already, but now they're trying to be funny. It's like, bro, like,
wait, can I say something
again, bro? Yes.
I just want to point out there is people commenting saying they want to watch party for Thriller Bark. And
word? I didn't even scroll down.
And two, I don't know if everybody in the comments or viewing have watched Hunter x Hunter.
Come over to YouTube.
Yep.
Jing top one.
You go argue with whoever you want. I'm sorry. Out of all of anime history, nobody got hoed more than my boy Kite. I'm sorry. They hoed him so bad. I'm sorry, bro.
Can I say something real quick about Kite? Which I agree with that take. And then we don't even have to stay too long on this topic. I just want to, because I have grievances with Hunter x Hunter and the Chimera Ant arc. I have a lot of grievances. First off, Kite was so cool.
Yes. Oh my god.
Why do you tease me? Like they legit teased me with his ability, right? They dangled the carrot in front of me and said he's got all these different abilities, like on this rolling number thing, right? And like they're all different and they're all OP. Why do I only see two of them and then he gets killed? And then he returns as a girl.
They had to do that. They had to do that to him, man. He was the halfway point. He's the halfway man. We can't do that with a halfway man. Like there's no halfway man between Shanks and Luffy. There's not. You see what I'm saying?
But
there's no halfway man there.
This is the problem with that, right? Any other halfway point person, completely fine with it. But you telling me when he about to fight, he has to hit a jackpot. You give him a 2.
Yeah.
You don't even give him a fighting chance. Like I would have been like, okay, let him get a 10. We see some grandiose ability. He dies like a man. They said he hit the 2 and he was like, oh fuck, I'm dead.
Yeah, literally. Well, I'm dead.
I'm good.
I'm dead.
Hey, that's so bad to go out. I would have been fine with a 10 and him dying.
He made his own ability. Remember that.
Yeah, I know.
I get it. I just Dean. Oh, he said he's okay with spoilers. Okay, cool. Because I didn't even see your comment about it. What's up, Foley?
Yo, what's up?
Go ahead, man.
No, I was just gonna say really quickly. I don't want to stay on this topic too long, but do you guys think in the near future, do you think we will ever? Because I know health is a big thing. You know, I'm not going to be one of those greedy type of people. But with the announcements coming back for the volume for Hunter x Hunter, and all of this, do you think in the next 3 years, it gets animated? Hopefully, we start moving more deeper into Dark Continent. I
think so. If he stays consistent,
maybe.
They're probably not going to pick it up if he stops again.
No, he promised with this comeback he's coming back with, there's a consistency line promised. He's supposed to be back for like a good little bit before his next bow out. Unless something was, God forbid, miraculously happen. But the way he's coming back is like, he's locked in for at least at least 2, if not 1 whole year. But I think 2 years. So that's enough for them to, depending on how many volumes they get with that, 2 volumes they could do something with it. At least at the bare minimum, they get 2 volumes, they could do something with it. So
yeah, I agree.
I mean,
Okay.
I would say I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I would like to believe that like if we get 2 volumes, they're gonna animate it. But like they said they were gonna do a whole like remake like fucking like 5 years ago. I was one of those whole people being like, oh shit, we're gonna get a remake of Hunter x Hunter. They announced that 5 years ago. The anime coming back.
The third one.
yeah, but they're not gonna make the remake if it's the same parallel. They promised to remake Boruto. They can do that though because they're still dropping Boruto consistently and progressively. Hunter x Hunter is like a stopgap, so they're not really. So they promised something, but they had no consistency line to back it. That was assuming Toriyama, not Toriyama. The guy that wrote Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
He takes. They weren't assuming they didn't think they'd be in a break like in the yearly break. They didn't think that was gonna happen. So now that they're back and they are promised some consistency, I think they should go. They could revamp that. I don't think they should remake the anime. They should just pick up where we left off. That's what I want. But hey,
Why doesn't
remaking
he
is
just?
cool.
Why doesn't he just have his girl help him?
He does.
She helps like completely.
Yeah, she does.
Yes.
She does.
Okay, I was about to say because like you got one of the legends with you. Like you might as well just use that since your back is messed up.
That's why I think that we're getting more consistency because she's getting more in her bag with him and whatnot. That's why I think we're getting more consistency. That's why I'm in hopes that we do get the anime in the next 3 years, but like I gotta be a realist about it because I'm just like every time I get my hopes up, things happen.
No, it makes sense. In the next 3 years, I would say, I'm gonna be honest with you, they could look to start doing stuff for the next 2 years, like the next 2 years, because they have material they have never worked with. They you know what I mean? They already have material. We're just adding on more to that. And to be real with you, Jump's gonna need it in like 2 years. 2029, 2030, Jump's gonna look completely different. It's gonna be like what? Kagurabachi, Barto, Two Blue Vortex, maybe Black Clover as their top 3. Bleach is now coming back as well.
Yeah,
so it's like it's a lot. It's a lot. And yeah, Reed, they just announced Bleach is gonna make a glorious return. So
yeah,
which most of us knew was coming after they started wrapping up 1,000 Year Blood War. So
yep, we already got chapter 0 after.
Wait, so 1,000 Year Blood War is not the end? There's more?
No, it's the end of Bleach. It's the end of Bleach, like the Bleach that you know. That part, yeah, but Bleach itself continues. Like there's not a Bleach Shippuden. Or like it's just called Bleach. 1,000 Year Blood War is the first time they ever attached a title to Bleach. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So this could be Bleach and then another thing. They could do a whole nother spin, but this is a new Bleach though.
Yeah, it has a title already. I don't want to spoil nothing for you. It already has a title.
I could argue it could still be Bleach, but I don't want to. Like I said, I don't want.
No, I think it's still. I still think it's gonna be Bleach. It's just they're gonna like how they're saying 1,000 Year Blood War or like One Piece Final Saga. It's just gonna get a new name attached to it. That's all I think.
Okay, just answer me this so I can understand. At the end of the Bleach I'm watching, does 1,000 Year Blood War just fit right in the end at the end of that? Or is this not even connected?
Yeah, no, it's completely connected. You keep paying attention.
So that's what happens next. 1,000 Year Blood War is right after. Okay.
Yeah.
It's only called 1,000 Year Blood War for separation for rebranding, because if it would have came out 10 years ago, it would have just kept been calling Bleach. But because it took 10 years to release and we needed something to attach it to help brand it more, they called it 1,000 Year Blood War. It's basically Bleach Final Saga. That's basically what you're watching, bro. Same shit.
When you finish Bleach, before you get to the 1,000 Year Blood Arc, it's gonna feel like a time skip. That's all. It's gonna feel like.
Yeah, and then after that arc, it's a time skip. I'll tell you this much: grown Ichigo has a Naruto haircut. Naruto and Ichigo, when they become adults, have the same barber. That's basically what I'm saying. That's it. I won't feed any more info because this Bleach is a touchy topic for Ree right now.
Yeah, it is. All right, gents. Man, there's a lot to look at here. There's a lot of videos I actually haven't even looked at in about 2 years. Want to go through? We can talk about them, and just kind of go from there, man. God, this is some old clips, man.
It's gonna be interesting for me. I haven't seen all of this.
Yeah, this is like beginning of the page type stuff, bro. Like first streams. Like I wasn't even on YouTube, bro.
Jeez, you got no facial hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to say I wasn't a part of this era neither.
Yeah, no. This was before Za, bro. Yeah. This is like one person.
This is first world then.
And the one person watching the stream was my wife, bro. That's the
this is first world streams right here.
I thought that was Wayne for a second.
This is Nika.
That is Wayne. That's
okay.
Yeah. Wayne, I made him get on. Yo, get over here, man. You don't have a choice.
Wayne's World.
You know what? Why not just start out about Thriller Bark, bro? Why not? I don't even know what I said here, so be nice, be gentle. I really don't remember what I said.
Hey man,
go for it, bro. Continue, please.
Was gas, bro. And then even at the point of that, he was fighting one of the 7 warlords. Whatever dude name is. Midoriya? Nah, not Midoriya. But Gecko, whatever.
Gecko Moria.
One of the 7 warlords of the sea. So technically one of the top pirates of the sea, one of the other top pirates of the sea. So yeah. Come on, man.
Bro, no.
Come on. What?
Believe. No way.
Thriller Bark, bro. Come on. Oh, come on, man. Bruh. Yes, bro. Yes.
Bro, ain't no freaking way.
Zoro gets the C-Suite, I think. Zoro gets C-Suite, bro. Come on.
Yeah, bro. Dang, I forgot about that crap.
We need the return of the soundboard, man.
The soundboard?
Yeah.
Yo, I forgot I had a soundboard, bro. That's like legit epic real pools. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch some of these. There's a lot of these, bro. God dang. Okay. We can react to this one. It's okay. By the way, I used to hate Usopp, so just forgive me, okay? Just forgive me.
I think I watched one of these. I think this is where I kind of find it.
Yeah, I got flamed in these comments.
Well, guys, put parentheses around used to, okay?
Oh my God, bro! Come on, bro. Okay,
just a couple.
Water 7, I believe Usopp is actually the villain because you lose the money. For one, you lose the money. Then you get mad at Luffy because the ship is broken. You can't use the ship anymore. It's not his fault. You just got to move on, right? You just came down from a sky island and crashed into the water. So you being upset with that is kind of ridiculous. Then on top of that, you decide to fight your captain. I don't see how anyone can make a case that Usopp is not actually the villain in Water 7. We're not going to sit here and say that the Frankie brothers are the villain.
Yeah, you really said
they
that,
went
bro.
Clearly the Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Chopper, they all went over and handled business without any issues, going to take care of the Frankie brothers.
Facts.
That's not the real villain. The real villain is who stood there 10 toes down and fought their captain. Water 7.
Facts.
Your voice sounds so different.
Yeah, that was Young Ree. Hey, man, look. Is that facts or not? Now, Zah, I know you disagree because you like the song. But I need non-biased people.
The problem for me is the energy you still have behind the take, even though it's in the past.
No, I still
you were saying, you were saying it with him the same way I say Bankai with Kuchiki Biapia, bro. You were word for word in synergy with yourself, and you're like, yeah, like I still think you fully think this.
Yeah,
This
he
is
does.
very. See what I'm saying?
No, I do. No.
Put parentheses around used to hate. That's all I'm saying. Put parentheses around used to hate Usopp for Reed. That's all I'm saying.
I do still think that. I 100% look. Usopp at the very least was an antagonist in Water 7. That's indisputable. Now, whether you want to say villain or not, debatable. But he was definitely an antagonist. I don't think.
Yes, you can classify as minor.
Yeah.
I think that Frankie was less of an antagonist in Water 7 than Usopp was. Is that a bad take?
They're not
okay.
So
It's not, but I agree. He minor antagonist. Yes, there is a minor and a major antagonist. I'm okay with that.
Okay,
I'm okay with that. But you still hate Usopp, so put parentheses around used to. Yes, you do. You just proved it with your tape.
He doesn't hate his son as much. He's come a long way from that 2-year period on his son. All right, he's accepted the Yasop claims. He's kind of giving his son a little, like he was at a 0, -2. Now he's kind of at like a 3. So we'll give growth there.
I like how you're casually just saying his son. I like this. I like this.
I don't know if he was the antagonist or a villain, man.
You don't agree with either one? He fought the main character. That's by definition a antagonist.
No, I don't. I get what you're saying. Everything that you're saying completely makes sense, logical. It's just like, to me, he seemed like, okay, beginning of Water 7, he was like a rage baiter. The second half of Water 7, I don't want to say that because I don't want to get like it's politically not correct. But he was blank hurt about the ship, and so it was more of his feelings for the ship that kind of just outgrew the crew to the point where he put it higher on his priority list. So when they kind of moved on, he felt blank hurt about it. So then all those feelings came about, but it wasn't on some like, yeah, I'm gonna ruin everything for the whole crew. I'm gonna ruin things for Luffy. I'm gonna do all like I don't think he was like purposely doing that. I think he was just more blank hurt.
Every villain has a good sob story attached to them, bro. Thanos had a great reason for doing what he did.
But that's the thing. But what Zoro said is the most factual thing. He said he can't join the crew until he himself says it. That's why when they were saying goodbye, Luffy was like, yo, say it. Just say
Keep
it.
that energy,
just say it.
And he said, hey, I'm just saying that he has a sad story attached to his fuel of being the antagonist. He meets every criteria and checks every box to be an antagonist. I say villain, but it's interchangeable for me. I get it. That's a little too harsh for some people, and the comments flame me, which is fine. But he's the antagonist. There's no doubt. There's no doubt about it. It's just what it is.
You said what you said. You said what you said just now. Fully hit the meanest slow motion head turn for the blasphemy.
I've been watching everything Fully does, bro. Fully he's not sneaky. I'll be looking at them reactions, bro. But Fully knows he agrees with me. If we're gonna say Cuddy Flam is a villain because he fought Luffy and he went against Luffy, all that stuff in Water 7, put Usopp next to him. You have to.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
By this quote unquote criteria, is Boa an antagonist?
She was, yeah.
She was an antagonist.
Yeah, she was.
Okay.
In Amazon Lily, she was until the very end. She was an antagonist. Absolutely. What you mean? She was always a wait, hold on. She was not always a protagonist. It shifted. She was absolutely an antagonist when she was ready to murder Luffy. I mean, yeah. And she was like willing to kill her own women. So she was absolutely an antagonist.
I don't think so, though. I think that was just all a test.
No, she was gonna kill him.
I think it was all a test.
I don't think she was testing him. She did not expect him to be different from men. She expected him to be like every other man.
when she gave the
expected him
options, when she gave the options to Luffy, okay, it's either I unstone these people, or you go back to your crew, and I hope you get back to your crew. That was literally.
She wasn't expecting that. I think she expected.
She literally
opposite.
said it. She said,
That's why she was like,
I know you're going to pick your crew just like any other guy would do. She literally said that.
I know.
So that's a
what I'm trying to
test.
say. No, it wasn't a test. She was saying that to tell him, I already know what you do because you're a guy. Guys already do this. The reason why it was shocking is why you got the response you got. And she fell in love with him because like, wait a minute. You're not what I expected. It was never a test. It was I'm going to do this. It was a rhetorical question. Like, I already know what you're going to do.
Guys, she was going to kill him regardless because Luffy dropped in on the bathhouse and she was butt ass naked and she was about to just beam that nigga shit. You know what I mean? That was going to happen regardless. So he survived that. Not at that point, but after meeting her, the energy was antagonistic. All completely after that. For sure antagonistic. I wouldn't say she was testing him, but Luffy, it was an unconscious test going on there. It was like a test of fate, like, you know what I mean? Because I do think it's very symbolic having Luffy be back on that island. Because remember, Kuma only sends people to islands he's been, and men aren't supposed to even be on that island. And Dragon might have knocked up a whole empress, so we don't really know. So the fact that he's just here now, it's like, man, he's stomping grounds for him. He don't even know it. So fate is just testing all of them right now. So that's how I look at it. But she definitely was. Ree not bugging though. She definitely was. Shorty's out here kicking puppies, like, you know what I'm saying, like kittens and shit.
That's our introduction.
Stomping on grandmothers, talking about, you know, she looked down on people. Everybody, she looked down so much she looked up. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Crazy logic.
Okay. I have the answer as to why Zod doesn't like Chopper. Let's check it out.
Oh, one of Zod's
clause ruined for you early on as a kid.
I lived in an apartment building. There was no fucking chimneys in my place. Where the fuck is? I live in Newark, New Jersey. Yo, so Santa Claus is gonna come on, man. Like, yo,
That's it. I figured it out. This is gonna be a therapy session. Zaza,
this is not a therapy session.
Come in, Zaza. We gotta talk about this. I know where your Chopper hate comes from.
That's not where that comes from.
It stems from you and your childhood trauma of Christmas. Santa Claus was ruined for you. You didn't have a chimney as a child, so you knew early on that Santa Claus didn't exist. I think that you never got to experience the joy of Christmas. Maybe your parents told you growing up that Santa was real, and you always in the back of your head was like, well, Mom and Dad, we don't even have a chimney. How could he come? And I believe your mom or dad was like, well, you know, he can do it just because he's Santa. And you knew he wasn't real. And then it all clicked one day, and you were like, you know what? Santa isn't real. And you know who else isn't real? Reindeer. They don't fly.
Oh my
Reindeer
God.
don't fly. Right, and then from there, after you realize that reindeer don't fly.
That's not.
This is an intervention.
You're watching One Piece, and you're like, I freaking hate Chopper. You didn't know why you hated Chopper.
This is crazy.
But then you got his backstory, and you were like, I know what it is. He's a freaking reindeer. And this is where your internal trauma has come from. It is the fact.
Yo, resound so different.
Spoiled for you.
Way different. Way different.
Reindeer just ruined it for you. And I think deep down,
Oh
be
God.
honest with me, Zaza. It's just us. Don't think about the
Deep
shit.
down.
Don't think about the comments. It's just me and you right now, bro. Okay? Deep down, you're blaming Chopper for your childhood trauma. That's what it is, bro.
Yo, y'all gotta stop the video. Stop the video. Oh my God, stop the video.
Yo.
That was an intervention, bro. That was not I don't know what I just watched, but Zah, you might as well been laying on the couch, bro. Like, head on the kitchen, just like, yo, reindeers, bro, I don't like them. My grandma got hit by a reindeer. Like, you might as well just been giving the whole shebang. Like, Ree was really trying to break that down. That was hilarious.
I didn't say anything like
That was hilarious.
Ree went off on a tangent. I was like, bro, all I said was one thing.
Nah, Ree, you are so much more unhinged, bro.
Yeah,
Wow.
bro.
All Son said was, he's like, do I believe Santa? So, well, you know what? I ain't even had a chin. I lived in apartments. I lived in projects. He's like, I get it now. I understand it now. Like, Ree is crazy, bro.
Yo.
And Ree was like, yo, I'm sorry. I'm gonna mute up.
Yo, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Look, this is the reality. And it's sometimes we have to accept truth. And the truth in this situation, man, is he deep down has always had this feeling. But Chopper is what set him off, man. I really think Chopper was what ignited that spark that was inside Zah. And he was he was always predisposed to hate Chopper. He just didn't know where to apply that hate. And when he found out we had a reindeer in the show, it went to him. That's where it went. That's it.
Next one. Please. I'm not doing this.
Yo, JC says Ree sold out. It's the same Ree, bro. It's his young Ree, man. It's 2 years ago, bro.
I won't lie. The way your voice changed, that shit sound like it was like damn near a decade ago, gang. Like this was like high school Ree or something.
Yo,
the voice change is crazy. I ain't going with you.
I'm not gonna hold you. A lot of stuff happened in 2 years, bro. I had a whole nother kid, and I freaking opened up a restaurant, and the stress is either way. Life, bro. Life. I remember this one.
Hey man, some things are just difficult to say, and it's not like Oda makes it any better for us, because Oda, why did you have to put D in the middle of every freaking One Piece character's name, bro? That's what makes it difficult. The fact that Oda had to put D in the middle, because now when I talk about D, now it's like, hey yo, what you talking about, bro? But the whole time I'm making a true statement. It just sounds a little ayo, you know? But how can I talk about One Piece without talking about the D, bro? That's all I'm saying, man.
Hey, all right. I got it.
Yo.
But it's going on a whole tangent.
Oh my god.
It's like when
yo, you had me crying, man. I had tears in my.
Hey man,
yo,
something
back in the day, bro. This is
Thank
early.
you. Thank you.
Yo, I think right around here is probably when Strawberry would have started actually rocking with us. Bands, I'm getting to the band's clips, bro. You just gotta let me roll a little bit.
We're far away from the band.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, like,
we far away.
Yo, we still in the archives, yo. Real talk.
Yo,
This
we
is
are
like-
definitely in the archives. My gosh. Is that Slev?
No. You remember who this is? No, Slev was no. Slev was 2025, bro. You remember this one? I think it's the one you and Wayne were up for. Hold on.
It's gonna be it. Sanji is really masculine. Let me fix it, because the last time I said that, you was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna really say what I really want to say. Sanji is masculine because he understands women, and he's nowhere near a simp. Even though he's crazy over women, he get no spirit. He actually understands. And you know why? Because even in certain episodes, was like, even when women lie, forgive her. Sanji know that bitches be lying. You ever think about that?
No, I thought about the fact that he would understand women more because he was on an island with a whole bunch of men acting like women.
Those weren't women. Those weren't women.
I'm about to say, like,
those weren't women.
I would think he would understand more because of that.
Those weren't women, bro.
And Robin did what she did, and especially Dressrosa with the other girl, and she betrayed him.
Violet.
He always know, like, yeah, I know she betrayed.
So this is the girl that was saying that. What did she say? Zoro? Oh my god! I remember you were in the comments pissed because she was saying Zoro. What the freak? Oh, actually, I think I have a clip for it. Oh, she was saying
you gotta
something.
play that Chopper is still useless. Oh my god, you gotta play that one. That's
yeah.
one.
Wait, was that the? Hold on. What? Oh, wait, no. You're not talking about this one. Oh,
No,
this
I'm talking
one.
about- yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll come back. She has a clip somewhere up there. She was saying something about who she would date, and she was like Zoro. Something about I don't know. I don't even remember. God, it was just
I don't even remember who that was. So you better.
you don't remember you were on the okay.
No, I don't remember.
It was a
who
while
that
ago.
Was. I don't remember who that girl is.
Yeah.
It's all
Chopper
Hollywood now.
is the main reason that they found out about what was even happening to the kids. Yes, Law did save them, but Chopper is the one that found out about the kids and their sickness, right?
Mhm,
Then
yeah.
also you got to remember he went Monster Point to stop the kids from freaking eating the candy or getting into the room, right?
Yeah,
So
the room. Yeah.
he's the main one that was that really, I mean, honestly, without him, they would have gotten into the room. And he was getting beat up by these kids, right? He didn't fight them. He went Monster Point and took all these punches. Now we could argue, they were just kids. Nah, they were some big kids.
They beat the shit out of him, and I laughed every second of that beat up. I was dying.
Wow.
Yo, when the girl hit the pipe on his knee.
Yo.
Nah, the thing is, I don't hate Chopper. My biggest problem is Chopper's defenders, because I'll say stuff like this and they'll be like, well, and I'm like, they'll be like, oh, he saves Luffy. I was like, in the most critical times, he didn't save Luffy's life. We have to think about that. Impel down, that was Eva. After Marineford, that was Law. So I get the poison fish, but when Luffy was the most, Chopper was not there.
Chopper is
Fully, I need your take, bro. Don't say you agree, Fully. Come on, bro.
Nah.
Yo, you gotta read some of these comments because
I believe Chopper.
they got me right.
I believe Chopper.
Yo.
Peaceful. I understand. I understand Bob hates for Chopper. I never understood it.
I mean, it's kind of. Hey, you know what? You got it. That's why Za is great. Hey, man. Hey, that's Za, man. Benz, do you agree with that take?
No, I do not agree with that take.
Okay.
Reason why? Actually, I'm not even gonna get into it yet because Za's not here. I need to hear him.
You need him here. Where it is.
Wait, can I ask you a question, Za?
What's up?
Just like, because you're like missing the Christmas spirit when it comes to Chopper.
Yo,
what?
Can I ask you the question?
Yeah, go
Oh crap.
So, like, would you say? Actually, let me ask you two questions. Would you say Chopper was helpful when he tackled Queen at Wano?
No.
No. Oh my god. Okay. Was he helpful when he created the vaccine for the Oni virus?
Come on, that was a plot point, but whatever. I'll give that to him.
Yes.
I said I'll give that to him, but that was stupid.
Okay, so when he tackled Queen, that doesn't do anything for the crew.
No.
All right, I guess this is crazy.
Okay. This was the take. Sanji is more masculine than Zoro. Is Sanji more masculine than Zoro? Before I even play the clip,
No.
I'm curious what y'all think.
No.
Okay.
This motherfucker Zoro doesn't even shower.
Oh, wait, did we
Sanji-
watch this? Oh no, we didn't watch it.
Yeah, we watched that one already.
Oh, we watched it. That was her point. That was the point she was trying to make. Sanji is more masculine than Zoro. Okay, got it. Hold on.
in Water 7. Were you more done with Chopper or were you more done with Usopp?
Chopper.
Okay.
No hesitation. Didn't even think about it.
What? I'm so confused by that one. What the
He didn't even think
Usopp
about
stood
it.
on business. Chopper.
That's
Usopp
called-
stood on business. He said
called
10
true
toes
hate.
down on business. I can respect that. He said 10 toes down on business.
What?
I get what he's trying to say. I respected Usopp for standing up to Luffy, even if it was wrong, even if he was insecure, even if he was this. He still stood 10 toes down and went out his own way. The thing I don't respect about Chopper is that he saw that and still wanted to go help. After Luffy told you don't leave this shit, and you still want to leave that shit.
That was worse. That was worse than Usopp losing the money. Okay, wait. Are we gonna act like Usopp did not get beat up by a bunch of devil fruitless street thugs? He's a Straw Hat pirate.
That Usopp.
You got beat up
back then.
By a bunch of dudes with no regular street thugs. We're gonna act like that didn't happen. In Water 7.
I forgot.
Wait. Water 7. Yeah. Who's stronger, Usopp or Paulie?
Bro, Paulie. What are we talking about? Okay. Paulie would have never. You know what?
No. Wait. At what arc does Usopp get stronger than Paulie? At what arc does he get stronger than Paulie?
Yo,
I don't know, bro.
What arc does he get? What do you mean you don't know? What arc does he get stronger than Paulie?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, maybe
nobody help him.
Maybe he outscales Paulie post time skip, like Raby's Fishman Islands.
Oh my god!
Because he's got pop greens.
Oh my god!
Are we serious? You know, Paulie would have never gotten beat up by those guys. Like, come on, bro. What are we talking about?
It's not about that. It's just the fact that he just said, yeah, anywhere around post time skip, maybe he's just stronger than Paulie.
I argued that Nami in Water 7 wouldn't have gotten beat up by those same thugs Usopp did. If Nami had the money, she would have been able to take out some street thugs. Actually, you know what? Since I'm saying it, I have it right here. What the freaking
I guess me personally, I guess it's my take personally. I don't know that Nami gets beaten up in Water 7 like Usopp did, mainly because she could just bust out a Thunderbolt tempo, right? Hit people with her staff. I mean, she's done it multiple times against other Marines. You know, these people.
At burglar, she's easy to be smooth and get away.
Right.
You know,
right? She's fought other Marines, and these people in the Frankie family, they're just regular street thugs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're nothing special. They're just regular run-of-the-mill street thugs in Water 7. I think anyone with even a shred of power should have been able to beat them. That's just my take. My take.
I agree.
Oh,
that's jaded. That's jaded. She didn't have Thunderbolt tempo until Usopp upgraded the climb attack on the way to Eni's lobby. So that's a jaded take, Green. But you know, I get it. It was back then.
Beat them though, because
that's
she
fair.
already beating Marines without any of that. She was still beating Marines on her dolo. She not getting beat up by no street thugs. I stand 10 toes.
No, fair take, bad evidence. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's the only thing I say. But I agree with your take.
Fair enough.
I can't believe he got Paulie above Usopp post time skip.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I don't think you appreciate Paulie's actual strength. Like, are we serious?
Post time skip. You still haven't given me a specific arc.
No,
like
Fishman Island. I think Fishman Island. I told you he has the pop greens. I think right there is when it stops.
So at Sabaody, Paulie still beats him?
Yes. What? Absolutely. He gets him with that rope. What is Usopp doing against that rope? What are we talking about right now, bro? Get over here. Bro, he's done.
Wait. Who's stronger, Tom or Usopp at Water 7?
Tom, bro.
When does Usopp get stronger than Tom?
When he hits the pop green. Bro, Usopp can beat everyone that he couldn't beat pre-time skip when he gets the pop greens. That's it. The pop greens are overpowered and it's an AoE attack. He doesn't even have to hit them dead on. The pop greens will do the work. So it's like it's a cheat code. And that's not slander for Usopp. That's just truth. It's an AoE attack.
I gotta ask Alex this question when I get a chance because he liked both of those characters. So I actually want to see. That's actually a good question.
To be honest, am I bugging, Nika?
Well, go ahead. As far as
the
post time skip thing?
No. Usopp not being able to beat Paulie until Fishman Island.
I definitely think you're bugging.
Wow.
But the only reason why is because, watch this. I think it's a good question within the arc. Within the arc of Water 7, who is stronger? That is actually a really good question. And I'm going to ask Alex that because I actually want to hear what he has to say. Then, 2, I would say Eni's lobby when he realized he could do long range sniping, then I would say, yeah, he's cooked there. But I would, me personally, if he's fighting Paulie how he fought Luffy, Paulie's cooked.
Yeah.
If you're gonna talk in general, like general stats, I'd give Paulie general stats over Luffy with his rope action. But if Usopp fights Paulie the same way he fought Luffy, that's where I draw the line there. I'm gonna say, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just for that nuance.
Fully. What's your take?
Paulie or Usopp? Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Usopp. Like if Usopp squared up on him like he did Luffy, it would be a different situation and whatnot. That's the one thing that as a person who likes Usopp and whatnot, that's the moment that had me be like, so where is this energy and effort at other times, Usopp? Because you squared up on your captain like this, I need you to square up on other people like this.
If Paulie and them was able to fix the ship, and it would have been like, I'm only fixing this ship if you could prove to me you could fight. If it was like that, I could see Usopp fighting Paulie with that type of battery in his back. For the Mary, we gonna do it for the Mary. That's a fact.
That'd be a
That's
crazy
a fact. Word, exactly. I can see that, but that's just with that nuance. But that's only there, and me personally, it's only because he fought Luffy properly with actual. I didn't expect to see that at all. And then coming back just from Eni's lobby, what he could do with the long range sniping and all that stuff. And he has Firebird Star. He let us see that. I don't think Paulie got anything with Firebird Star. We burning all the ropes. Nope. So now if I actually scale things Usopp can do and has shown within the arc from Water 7 to Eni's lobby, I still give Paulie some credit too, because he's still able to. What's the word I'm looking for here? He's able to disable the footing of giants all on his own. I do think that's impressive for him. So he could do that single handedly, though he had help from the other people. I think he could have still did that by himself with enough rope. So
3D says
it's actually a good fight though between the two of them. That's actually extreme diff, if not high diff.
Yep.
Hey man, this is what Strawberry pulled up.
Sabo wasn't needed, and this is my point.
No. You cannot say that Sabo wasn't needed.
Sabo was not needed. Sabo was not needed. No, he wasn't.
Because think about it. He just lost 2 brothers in Marineford. And now you have one that really isn't dead, that is alive, that is well, and that wants to fight for the fruit of your other brother. It's like you got both your brothers back in one day.
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie. Boy.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
In this.
Here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing that sucks about that. Luffy went through that whole depression. He went through that whole depression stage, right? He went through, Jinbei held him. He's like, yo, what do you still have? If Sabo was so part of this story, why the fuck was he around?
Oh, no, I got you on that one. Because Sabo wanted to go to him. He wanted to go to him.
But Ace was a big time pirate. How the fuck do you not know Ace is not doing this type of shit? So all of a sudden, that's an ass pull. Sabo wasn't needed.
Still, listen, I have no problem with Sabo nowadays, but that still was an old ass pull. It has ass pull tendencies towards it. Love Sabo. I give him his credit, but it has ass pull tendencies towards it. It does. It does.
No, man. No, it doesn't. It does not. What are you talking about?
No, you cannot explain.
No,
Sabo
yes, you can.
Being part of the Revs.
Do you remember how Sabo got his memories back?
Because he saw the newspaper.
Do you remember?
Never in the newspaper.
It's not just Ace being in the newspaper. It's the whole sentence. It's the sentence because they said Fire Fist Ace was taken out by Sakazuki. I'm saying it in the wrong order, but the order that was said in the Saka part, it hints to red cups because that's where Saka comes to the red cups. Saka, sake, all that. That being said with Ace's name made him remember the promise that they made with the red cups in brothers and shit like that. But that's why. So he could have seen Ace a few times in the newspaper and just thought nothing of it because the sentence didn't ring hard enough. It had to it had to be worded the way it was worded for Sabo to read that and have that reaction. Otherwise, it wouldn't have correlated. So that's why. I don't think that's an asshole because that is like how amnesia kind of works. Like it's sometimes just seeing the person's face isn't going to make them remember everything. But something that person did crucially in the past before that had that much weight to the person, symbolically, sentimentally, and all that being echoed, that's going to make you hyperventilate. Oh shit, like you're going to start remember. It's like when you wake up and you remember, you thinking you all, but then you just remember you supposed to be at work. You start tripping like, oh snap. Like it's the same type of vibe, but way deeper. So, you know what I mean? Like think of that, but like Kaioken. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that is. But besides that, you don't be slandering Sabo like that. So you know what I mean? Fair game.
Hey man.
But look. W Strawberry. W in the chat for Strawberry.
W man. All right. Let me see. R.I.P. Benzo, man. Hot take.
R.I.P. Benzo.
Kaido are deadbeat fathers. Wow.
Wait.
Considered a deadbeat too.
No. Kaido supports his son. He even calls him a girl, and he's not. He calls him a man. He's like, yo, that's who you want to be. That's who you want to be.
To me, I think when I hear deadbeat, it's like, okay, I hate my dad. Like when I grow up, like I want to beat his ass. I feel like that's how Yamato was. Like
that's how teenagers are, bro. Every teenager says that crap, man.
No.
There.
Do you think Kuma is a deadbeat?
No.
He wasn't really there for Bonnie, though.
He wasn't able to be there, though.
He wasn't really there for Bonnie, though.
Yo, who said that? Yeah, Groovy. No,
but he wasn't able to. Kaido was around.
Did he not make that choice to become a robot?
Yo.
But nah, Groovy.
Hey, bro, listen.
Shout out Groovy.
For whatever reason, you a deadbeat.
If your dad left you to save your life,
that's very true.
Would he be a deadbeat? If he left so that you could live?
I mean, until I find out the reason why, yeah.
If he was able to, he would have been.
Nah, that's a knowledge fallacy. That's a knowledge fallacy.
Doesn't say anything to me.
Yeah, Groovy tripping. Groovy tripping.
That's his kid. He's technically not her father. That's he has a dragging father.
Wait, man.
Shout out to Groovy,
bro. Yo, man, what is this? Polly and Nami? Yo, you are bugging, bro.
Yo,
you left for a reason, huh?
Yo,
the mission.
Yo,
You on some other shit.
Bro, you are bugging, bro.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. I ain't gonna lie to you. That'd go.
Nami and Polly, stop, bro. Don't play on my goat, bro.
I was wondering where he
could
went.
Never, bro. Rope Boy could never pull her, even with all the rope he has. He could never pull her, bro.
I thought you said broke boy. I was about to get on you, but he ain't broke. My boy Paulie is not broke.
He just rope boy. Rope boy.
Yeah, rope.
Nami, bro.
What you mean? That's perfect for a cat.
Rope different. I hear you.
He don't got enough rope for her, bro. I'm gonna keep
what
it.
You mean? They get robbed together.
Groovy tripping though. Groovy wanted to be mad. He wanted to be mad to be mad. That's what that
is. Yo, Kuma is a deadbeat, bro.
Where is he at?
He said up until that point, I'm gonna be mad at that nigga, man. Groovy tripping. Shout out Groovy though. I chat with him from time to time. It's funny.
Yeah,
cool guy,
man. Let's see.
Benzo would take Kuro over Katakuri because he just hates Katakuri.
But here's the crazy part.
Maybe
Right? Here's the crazy part.
Denzel.
Katakuri is a man of honor. Now I hate that fight because Luffy shouldn't have won. But let's not just groove past the fact that he literally impaled himself because freaking his sister interfered. He could have easily been like, "Oh well, F it, let's go, let's rock it. You should have been ready." My man impaled himself. He still did. Luffy didn't beat him. He literally was like, "Whatever, man, you got it," because he really
knew it wasn't gonna end.
It wasn't gonna end, and he had no real reason to fight him. He's not, Luffy's not the villain. Katakuri's not the villain. We're just kind of squabbling because my mom wants me to. Like, the whole time, I really need to do this. And Katakuri didn't go, right? Katakuri did not freaking go to Wano. Everybody else rolled out, but
sounds like a useless character to me. I feel like he had to fight when he just had to fight.
Oh my freaking god!
Benzo! You said right there what I got out of that read. Right? To me, what I got you said was he basically only did something when he had to. That's worse than what Zaza has to say about Shanks. I've seen that.
Benzo. Yo,
RP the GOAT, yo. RP the GOAT.
Yo.
Oh, man.
What are you on, right? You're having too much fun with green screen today, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Yo,
man. You need
all
to get
the muscles, but ain't
my boy right here.
Yo, put the Holy Trinity up there, bro. Stop playing.
Oh, the Holy Trinity? I got you. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Oh, God.
Like, yo, Reed, you gotta stop. Every time I mention the Holy Trinity, or you know what I'm saying, you be on that bullshit. You gotta chill.
Yo, I'm just saying, bro.
I can't get a sentence off anymore. If I mention something about Salo or Shamrock, that's the first reaction you give me every time.
Hey, I'm just gonna let you rock, bro. Oh my god.
I will return that energy with Nami.
That's recipe on why this nigga Sanji is not his right hand no more. Sanji has betrayed this nigga. Sanji has really went against this nigga multiple times. Like, he's really like, bro, what he did alone is so fucking diabolical. His biggest weakness has almost gotten him killed several fucking times. This nigga Jinbei literally broke taboo rules. For a whole fucking Yonko, got years taken off his life, and gave this nigga a blood transfusion to save him. If he did not give that nigga a blood transfusion, Luffy would be fucking dead. And what did Zoro and Sanji do? Nothing but stand there because they couldn't help.
Sanji did not betray Luffy.
Sanji tried to protect.
You're saying Sanji betrayed Luffy, and that's not what that was.
So hold up. Your captain Lily has told you multiple times. It doesn't matter what the fuck the situation is, bro. I got your back. And you dare put your fucking feet on this nigga face?
But Luffy wasn't there when that happened. You gotta understand. He has to protect. He has to protect Nami, and he has to protect the insecure crackhead. He was doing that for them at that point.
Bro, he may be dense, but he knew Sanji's not going anywhere for no reason. Once Luffy pulled up, he had his faith in Sanji that when I got there, we're gonna take these niggas down together. And that bitch ass nigga picked his feet up and put it in that nigga's jaw. And all Luffy did was
because already said.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Context here.
Yeah.
This was one of the first random clips I saw from this podcast that made me want to be like, yo, I gotta talk to him. That's one of the first one. That's one of the first clips.
Yo.
I've talked to him one time on here. That's it. But yeah, one of my first times. I can't remember the name, but seeing that clip made me want to. That's the first. I was scrolling and I seen that. Yeah. No, I'm bugging. I think my man's ABK sent that to me. And I'm sitting here and he sent it to me and I told him I had seen this. And I was like, all right. And I didn't like it yet. Because the only reason I didn't like the video read because I didn't like his tape. But then I remember like even seeing Strawberry Face now, even back then, that's what made me like it. Like I was like, all right, bet. So I gotta that was funny.
Yeah, bro. Sanji's not his left hand, bro. Jinbei is.
Yeah, he was going. He was going hard for that agenda.
I can't deal with your little backgrounds, man.
He put his chest.
Bro, he having too much fun with
Let's
his green
go.
screen, bro.
Let's go. He know, yo, Big Ben, stop playing.
Yo. Oh man. Okay.
The Holy Trinity.
We got. Oh, I think this is when Fully popped. I guess Fully popped up right before Nika. Then I didn't know that was the order. I guess that makes sense. Now we're in the Fully days. Okay. There we go. Let's see.
Okay, let me ask this question. We're not seriously sitting here saying that Kobe could fight Rob Lucci. Like, we're not saying that, right? Can we just get that out the way? No. This is someone that.
Wait, what?
I don't know, man. I think Kobe, I just think we haven't seen nothing of him. I feel like he could stand up against Lucci. I think he could. Seeing what he did at Hachinoso, I mean, think about it. Like, I don't know.
Wait. You do know this man was doing nothing before Garb came. The dude literally accepted death. He was standing in the middle of town saying, well, I guess this is it.
Reed talking down. Damn, Reed.
He could have for sure broke out the cup. If you really have that, I didn't really think about it like that. If you really do have that in you or that conquers, like just how Luffy did, he broke off his cuffs. You know, he could do the same thing, but he didn't. So I give you that for sure.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't do anything. Like, you're glazing this man like a Krispy Kreme donut, bro. Cut it out.
No, he's not. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know what's crazy? Because it turns out that was before we got Hachinosu. It turned out this man was right. Because you were still anime. You both were still anime only at the time, but the manga was out. He did, y'all talking about Congress. He has that. That's literally what he showed.
He not fighting Rob Lucci though, bro. He not fighting.
Man, what? He could step in the ring with Lucci. You could tell me he loses. I'm fine, but he could step in the ring. That's fine, but he could step in the ring though. Y'all was making it seem like the energy y'all had was like Lucci one shots. What? I'm like, oh, hold up.
Hey,
that's what y'all sounded like right there. That's crazy though. God dang. Shut up. Yo, RP Benzo.
RP for real.
Shame on y'all. Shame on you, Reed. You started talking down immediately. Like, yeah, he gave up the will to live. I'm like, yo, they don't gotta go that hard. Goddamn. Go. Like,
he did. He did. Is that not true? He's literally like, well, oh well. Huh.
Yo.
I lived a good life. Damn,
that shouldn't factor in the fact that he had his life changed. That shouldn't factor in to if he could stand up to Lucci. That's crazy.
Lucci could never, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro.
To be honest with you, Lucci is by philosophy. Lucci would be one of Kobe's biggest ops. His dark justice. Kobe don't want to do shit the wrong way at all.
That's fact.
Just saying that. Yeah, just saying that. But even if they were to fight, let me ask you a question. Does Lucci survive an Honesty Impact? Not survive. Does he stand up to an Honesty Impact?
He gets killed.
Like, does he tank it?
No, he gets killed.
I don't think he dies. But you think he takes
use it at will though?
Is he put an iron body on, bro? That's the question.
Of course. Iron Body's arm hockey, so I think he's using his hockey for sure.
Oh, if he actually gets to protect himself, I don't think he dies. But he gets hurt pretty bad though.
I think he dies.
Yeah, I don't think he dies. I don't think he dies at all in the conversation. For real. Like he survived the 3 sword style attack Conquerors coded from Zoro. I think he could definitely survive an Honesty Impact.
He gets hurt pretty bad, Bands. I just don't know about death. I think that's too far.
That boy Garp had that man Kobe punching ships night in, night out, man.
Yeah.
He going to punch a hole through Lucci.
Hey,
sorry. I want to see Honesty Impact. I'm at the point where I just want to see Honesty Impact connect with a physical body. I seen it connect with an island. That's where I am with it.
Yeah, he's gonna punch a hole through Lucci.
Oh, next time you see Honesty Impact, it's gonna most likely. It'll probably be used on a small time, but it's next time he really does it, it's gonna outscale what he did before. It's for sure.
He's gonna use it on Crocodile.
Hey, bro, chill out. Hey,
just saying.
I mean, that'd be interesting.
Big Clover.
Kobe.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Kobe, I don't want to get too much into Kobe scaling, but what do you think Kobe's capable of as of right now?
Who you asking?
With the rudimentary honesty in his repertoire.
Future or right now? Future or right now?
No, right now, not future
Right
from
now?
what we're gonna see. Whatever Oda decides to show us next is what he shows next.
Right
now, if we were to see Kobe, what's the strongest opponent Kobe could defeat? Yonko Commander 1, Commander 2, Commander 3, Toby Ropo level, which is mid tier guys. You know what I'm saying?
You can probably do Yonko 3.
I think
gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm thinking Yonko.
Like so you think he could fight? You think he could fight a queen?
I think he could fight a queen. I think he could fight a queen.
I think he could fight a king, honestly. I think he
King?
could
I
fight a
don't
king.
know.
If you guys think he could fight, okay, just saying. If y'all think he could fight Queen, then he by right doesn't do too bad against a Rob Lucci, even if he loses. Just saying.
Wait, is he landing the attack?
Because Lucci scales right up there with Yonko Commanders.
Is he landing the attack?
That's legit what it is. Like he scales closer to Commander 1s than he does Commander 2, in my opinion. But I'm not a power scaler, so don't take what I say for anything. You know, just
is he
this
landing
is all
the attack,
arbitrary, comprehensive advice.
Is he landing the attack?
Yeah,
he's landing it. But like I said, if he could be still moving off a Zoro attack, I definitely still think he's moving off a Kobe attack.
If he lands it, I don't know if Katakuri really taking one.
I don't know.
Is Katakuri really taking an honesty impact to the chest? Let's be realistic
maybe.
here.
With his fruit, he probably could.
Yeah.
No, you saying that he lands it, like he hits him, not hand-to-hand clash, like he to the chest.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so.
But I said Uncle Commander 3 anyway.
No, he gets up. He could most possible. Okay, let me ask you a question. What do you scale to the what do you scale? What attack does Luffy have that scales to? Because Luffy got a long repertoire of attacks. So what attack does Luffy have that scales to the honesty impact right now?
Probably like any type of Gear 4, like Bajrin gun type.
Yeah, I was gonna say the movie used to beat Kaido.
So,
oh no, that's way
more. Whoa! We got y'all think honesty scales to Bajron?
Like Gear 4, not like Gear 5 type stuff. Like a
Gear 5
4.
Bajron.
Like
wait, Gear 4 like Gear 4 Kong gun, Gear 4 King Kong gun. Like what we thinking?
King Kong gun. I think King Kong.
Yeah, King Kong too. Yeah, it could be that.
Okay, fair.
Because you gotta think about it. His currently right now his setup is like we get the whole backstory of his training, right? So it's like you could kind of make a argument that he's kind of been punching ships in the shipyard and training way more than Aokiji and Garp did when they were younger. You could probably make that argument. So if I were to base that off of that,
he's doing it. He's doing it before.
Yeah, so his honesty impact gotta be high up there for AD like potency.
Yeah, like I said, he can fight King right now. So King, Lucci, they're all
interesting. That is interesting, guys.
Yeah.
Well, the real question is
he doesn't agree. I can tell.
The real question is
no. It's not that I don't agree. I'm really thinking about it because on the ceiling for where Kobe's gonna go, it's not a question. It's like okay, we had a conversation in the Discord about the same topic actually, and then we compared it to someone like a Momonosuke. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can Momonosuke do right now? And I told people, like, if you just count for Momonosuke, like, his general stats, he scales over Yamato just off of general stats. But when it comes to actual battle equipped things, Yamato scales over him because Yamato has countless coding, armament, advanced armament hockey. There's a bunch of stuff that just, she can use her hybrid form. She can now like certain things Momo don't got down yet. You know what I'm saying? So she would probably, dominate off of that. But before that goes, Momonosuke is still good like that. Kobe, just off the genetic aspect, he's been doing this, as Bands just said, he's been doing this at a way younger age than all these guys. Kuzan hadn't joined the Marines yet. Garp wasn't even a Marine yet at the time. Like, he's already mid-teen, doing what he's doing. No one's done that before. Just like Luffy's the youngest pirate to be doing what he's doing, Kobe is the youngest Marine to be doing what he's ever doing what he's doing. So that does matter a lot into it. I think Kobe now, okay, if I had to compare Kobe's attack, I compare Kobe's attack to like a Galaxy Divide. What he was able to do, what old Garp can do with Galaxy Divide, not Prime Garp, but old Garp, what he could do with Galaxy Divide is where I think Kobe's now Honesty Impact is at. Now, when we see the finished honed version of it, he's gonna be looking kind of dangerous. He's gonna be looking kind of dummy. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's just where I have him now. Right, I have him as of right now. I don't think Lucci's just too crazy of a person for him to be in the ring with. He ain't gonna be dominating Lucci, but Lucci ain't gonna be dominating him either, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, so 2 questions.
Lucci might still win though, for sure. I think I got Lucci still winning.
Do you think Kobe? How easy would it be for Kobe right now to bust Danshin Chao's head?
Oh, easy.
Easy?
Yeah. He do that. Honesty Impact definitely does that. It definitely does that. Yeah.
Okay, and then the next question: if he does his strongest, all-out, like to the death attack, right? If he hits Sanji with it, is Sanji like getting hurt from this?
Oh, Kobe?
Yeah.
I'm only gonna leave it at Honesty Impact. I don't know what those other attacks from Kobe look like yet.
Okay.
Sanji definitely gets hurt from Honesty Impact because it still conquers and stuff involved in it. Yeah. So he'd get back up and still be fighting fine, but he would take pain from this attack. He would take pain from it. It would take damage from it, in my opinion.
Okay. I like to use Sanji as, you know, he's Mr. Eat attacks, so I'm gonna use him as a basis.
Hey man, I don't want no smoke from Blue, so as long as
that's upscale.
Hey man, just keep me away from Blue.
Actually, let me see a clip of your love for admirals. Do you got any admiral love in these clips?
Of course.
Let me see this.
I know. Me and Benzo are in. Me, Benzo, and Za are in one. And there's another one. Me, Za, and Ree were in one. Yeah, for sure.
It is coming up. Trust, it's coming up.
I see a Green Bull image.
Y'all are giving Sabo too much credit. This man was kind of
delusional.
This man was
too much amnesia, boy.
It's not you no more, It's not you no more, man.
His initial goal was, hey, I'm boxing. I'm boxing. I'm hiding right quick. I'm hearing stuff, but I'm for the box all of y'all. And then it switched to, okay, let me save King Cobra.
No, he was hiding at first.
I think you definitely misunderstand.
I gotta go back because I could have sworn he was like, hey, yeah, I was planning on fighting.
Nah, he misunderstand those secrets.
I misunderstood that moment because in the anime, if the anime would have gave them extra action scenes, I would have agreed.
I didn't mean to overtalk him.
He did his fire fist. He said he intended on killing them. They didn't die. He rose the flame fence and tried to get out of it. That's all it was literally in and out. He never planned on trying to stall them or none of that. That was not his goal.
He planned on killing them. So you got a box.
No.
Nah,
he tried to assassinate them. Killing was an assassination on an assassination.
You gotta understand.
And it did not work. So he aborted the mission. He did the right thing there. He didn't try to double time on that too. Oh, this didn't work. So let me go use this technique next. No, that's it. He gave them the fire fist, and then he rook checked Emu, and he realized none of this stuff worked. Flame fence, we gotta go.
Is it not delusional to think that, hey, these are the world government is for to go down in a fire fist?
Yes,
it's not. It's not delusional.
Hold on.
It's not delusional because you gotta.
He never knew that these guys were that monstrous in the first place.
It's the world. I'm sorry, I gotta disagree on
regular old men.
No way you think these are just
ammo for that.
There's
no ammo for that, man.
Nobody thinks.
Hold on, let me
Who knows that they're where is it public knowledge in the One Piece that the guys
talk to him, Kez?
No, I'm just saying common sense. Top people in the Navy are strong, correct? Yes, they're admirals, vice admirals.
No one in the world has ever seen these men take action. The last time Saturn did anything was God Valley. Sabo was not around then.
No, I'm saying
Y'all like him.
Yo, yeah, that's
I'm on his head. I'm on Wayne's head. I was on point, very on point. You know what's crazy? I'm sitting here agreeing with myself. Like, yeah, I'm on. Like, I'm on point on that one. Yeah, I stand on that one, 10 toes, for sure. For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh my God, I called him Amnesia Boy. Yo, that shit.
Yeah, we're not worried about that. You're not even the same man like that no more, bro. Like you're a whole different person. You're a whole different person,
bro.
You appreciate Sabo a little more. You rock with Shamrock, like it's like, come on, like, this is a different person. You know what I mean? We elevate. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm one of the biggest Usopp hater. I actually
started
to forgive Usopp when in Dressrosa. I was like, you know what? He's that dude. I was upset with him when he was.
And then he forgot about Robin and Rand, and you said, "Fuck that nigga."
I'm face mad at him.
I was upset because he straight abandoned the Tontatas in Dressrosa, and they were believing in Usaland, and then he said, "F y'all, I'm out of here." And then he only lucked himself into a win, but he got the observation, saved Luffy cool, right? My man gets to Wano, and I'm like, all right, I'm rocking with Usopp. What's the first thing Usopp's doing in the street?
Selling
oil.
This is still his biggest L.
You discussing Usopp out when Tama tried when Oxpo and old girl tried to put the oil on y'all. About you.
And I'm sitting here while she's crying. I'm like, you know what? I freaking hate Usopp, bro. I can't believe I ever thought I was gonna forgive that man. Look at this. And Usopp sitting there crying, not saying nothing. F you, Usopp. F you, bro. She didn't deserve that. He was sitting there rubbing the oil.
You gotta understand. We gotta take what we get at certain moments.
Because I'm one of the big. Hey man, I've always been justified in my reasoning, bro.
No, that was that take still holds strong. I still agree with that take. That's his biggest L. That's Usopp's biggest L. He hasn't redeemed that. He hasn't redeemed that one yet. I think that's why things are still. I think Oda does stuff for Usopp in a way where they have to be like right now. People are like, "Oh, it's Usopp's arc. It's Usopp's arc. Where is it?" No, Oda ain't gonna just like give Usopp a bunch of this type of glorification at this one time, just like that. Because even in Dressrosa when he got it, something he had to work for. You know what I'm saying? So we still got to see. Usopp still is gonna get things that are like. Listen, Ragnar's color has just been revealed. It's blue and white, bro.
Yep.
If you know, Usopp rock with the blue and white. Just you know what I'm saying. Just let it just marinate. You know what I'm saying. We put it on the grill later, and Oda gonna show us what's good. Like that's just
word. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember. Well, this was back in the day. That was still a good clip, though.
Back in the day.
Let's see.
Back in the day.
So, are you saying Gear 5 Luffy is beating Kaido right now, 1v1, straight
right now?
Yes.
Currently.
Right now.
Yeah.
Probably.
I don't think he would need the whole 10 minutes.
I kind of side with him.
You get more and more.
Y'all gotta think about it, bro. Okay, so it took all Luffy getting knocked out a few times, then dying.
Yes,
we now have Luffy automatically. Hey, yeah, I'm going Gear 5 off rip. It's not going to take all that extra stuff, dying and all that. Me having to use Gear 4, tag.
Let me just jump rope with him again.
But 10 minutes though, I was with the conversation until he said 10 minutes.
Kaido ain't gonna have to be lifting the whole fucking island, fighting 12 different niggas.
Thank you.
Bro, y'all talk about this 12 different people, bro, but they weren't really effective. The only person
like he said, it was mostly just depleting stamina. That's all it really was.
Wait a minute. Not being ambushed
Mm-hmm. You understand me?
Okay, that one ambush was sneaky.
You could keep adding on all this like
that was sneaky. That one time
Luffy ain't gonna have no food. That's what he's not gonna have. I don't know how that's
no caribou. There's no
Exactly.
caribou. There's no caribou.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest.
Come on.
Come on. Right? I just want to say this point because we got to remember in the fight with Luffy and Kaido, Luffy went out of Gear 5 and went right back into Gear 5, which he has not been able to do again on Egghead. He went into Gear 5 like good 3-4 times on Egghead. Mm-hmm. And he didn't just go out of Gear 5 and jump right back in it. He needed the food. He needed
that time it was
supplements. So that's
I feel like that was just him.
That's plot. So if you take plot out, Luffy is not beating Kaido again.
No, because once he gets out of Gear 5, Kaido's gonna destroy him. Like, what are we talking about? Like,
he's right.
Facts.
Very true.
I was with it was crazy. I was with them in their initial argument, but then when he said 10 minutes, I said nah. That's no. I still think no for that. Like no. Like no.
I give it 12.
I was watching someone's clip.
And it ain't 10 shit.
I was watching someone's
I give it
clip.
12.
They were like, people don't understand how much Law's Gamma Attack did so much damage on Kaido that we kind of skip out on that. Like, without Law and all that improvised attack, Luffy doesn't win this fight. He just doesn't. Like,
valid.
I mean, that's true. I mean, but let me be honest with you. Most people have been on that line of thinking because when it comes to Roof Piece, people always look at Luffy, Zoro, Law. Those are the three useful people.
Yeah.
Killer had a moment. Kid, it just didn't look like all the attacks that Kid hit Kaido with. Kaido's like right back up.
Yeah.
But Kaido stated that they all were hurting him. So that's what we go to. But portrayal wise, it's definitely the three we've been in the Yonko saga with for majority of the time. Luffy, Zoro, Law, or Luffy, Law, Zoro. Yeah.
Word.
Y'all didn't know. We got fucking Jinbei on Strawhat. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes. Y'all need to know.
Jinbei, first son of the sea, got him on Strawhat.
Sorry. Jimmy on Strawhat is tight.
No, but guess what? I have since changed my mind. Okay, so let me just go ahead and say that. All I'm saying, bro, is Jinbei back in freaking Fishman Island. Like I've told Wayne multiple times.
I knew it.
Cody Jones is up here murking people in your village. You're the boss in your village. When Luffy gets there, like, where's Jinbei? Oh, we don't know where the boss is. The boss is blah, 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 blah. Okay. They go out to find you, right? Oh, whole time when Luffy gets there, instead of going to like stop Hody, even though your people are getting murked, right, in the city, it's time to tell some stories. Let me give you a quick flashback.
He had to give context though. He had to give context behind the shit they finna go do.
The big mom's Jolly Roger was sitting over the whole city. Like, what the fuck could he do?
Huh? What could he do?
Like, I see where you're going. As like he could have definitely like fought Hody, but like,
yeah. What could he do? What do you mean?
Why?
I'm confused. Because it took Luffy to Fishman Island to take Hody out. You're already there. Okay. You're already there. What are you doing? Why is Luffy coming to your village to take out Hody? You're a fisherman. Luffy is a devil fruit user. Why is he beating Hody in water when you're a fisherman?
Why did Iroh refuse to fight Ozai?
That's very political.
I see where we're going.
It's the truth. It's the truth, though. I was gonna say this is a whole political dispute.
Check me out. That's actually a good question, Trip. Okay, that's a good question. But check me out. Regardless of the fact that you bring up a good point, that doesn't change the fact that you're allowing your people to get murked and not stopping Hody. I get the political and blah blah blah, brother. They're dying. You should go save them. They're calling you the boss. Why don't you go take care of that?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. You could say political, whatever, but like when your people are dying and you know it's happening, you want to give a flashback? Give context?
You're funny as hell.
What are you on about?
Hey, no, listen. Right?
Not all the way wrong.
But truth be told, now I'm gonna legit answer your question. You know,
I'm ready.
Truth be told, right? Jinbei could have gone and taken care of Hody, but it would simply be looked at as another fishman on fishman violence and shit. You know what I'm saying? It would stop the immediate problem. It would not stop another Hody from rising up.
I'm gonna give you a counter argument because you do remember in Fishman Island there were specific fishmen that were actually wanting to like change their ways. Remember they were signing the papers and Hody was like, everyone that signed these papers, I'm off y'all first. Remember that? There was people that were wanting to go with that ideology. So like there's various things that could have changed their mind, like Shirahoshi at the Reverie potentially, or even Jinbei partnering with Luffy in the future. I get where you're going and I get plot. I get it. But all I'm saying is, politics aside, your people are dying. I get it. But there's other ways to change their mind. There was already some people on board that were willing to change their mind about humans. They died because you didn't stop Hody.
Y'all didn't know.
Okay, bro. Am I bugging? Like,
you know what's so funny? The dude who's like, what could he have done? It stopped everyone in their tracks. Because even you and Nika were like, wait, what? What do you mean?
Wait, what are you talking about? Like, look what he done. Big Mom's Jolly Roger's flying over. Like, okay. The freaks I got to do with anything. I don't understand. Okay. But is that at least a fair take? Like, I get the political ideology, but are you going to stand back while your people die on the basis of, I need to allow this to politically make sense? That seems kind of crazy.
It is, but when you understand who Jinbei is, I understand where he is. I wish he would have done something, but when you understand that's who Jinbei has always been, it's kind of like, prior to the show.
I don't know, man.
I'm not gonna lie, Trip with the whole Iroh comparison, I was just like, that's a good one.
That's what I'm saying.
That was a solid one right there.
Yeah.
Reed doesn't want it to be that way though. So that was the problem then. Reed wasn't taking that as an answer because that's the politics. That's what goes into it. And Reed still doesn't think that.
I'm not
to
gonna
an
lie.
extent. To an
If
extent.
I'm one of the fishmen that died because Jinbei didn't save me, I'm not thinking about politics, bro. I'm laying in the grave. I'm not thinking about, at least the future fisherman will be happy.
But no fisherman is gonna think that because they themselves were the ones in turmoil. So they're not gonna be thinking about all that unless you're literally a revolutionary fisherman.
I would be mad, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not thinking about little
Yeah. You most likely is gonna be mad. They was mad when the queen died and thought it was that human nigga. They was mad as hell, but they were wrong.
Hey, man. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Oh, we got Slug in here, bro. I forgot Slug was in some of these. RP Slug.
RP Slug, man. RP Slugger.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, you talking about Admiral shit.
So is Brooke or Frankie next?
For me, Frankie's above Brooke. No bias. Frankie's above Brooke.
Frankie's above
Wow.
That's why they showed Frankie one-shotting the vice admiral.
I know you hate Brooke. I know you.
This has nothing to do with me hating Brooke. This is naturally unbiased.
Brooke was here.
How I've seen them. Frankie, Brooke didn't get a 1v1, bro. We gotta stop doing this. He didn't get a 1v1, bro. Like me and Wano, when he gets no 1v1, he couldn't even fight. He couldn't even fight Apu. Like it's crazy, bro.
You know what's but this is the cool thing about Brooke though is that I feel he's harsh, not harshly, but severely underutilized. There is no reason on the live floor he couldn't just astral project half of the Beast Pirates to knock them cold and on the floor.
Well, Oda does that all the time, every second with people who have like super overpowered abilities. You can't just have them use them all the time, otherwise things would be solved lickety split. There'd be no story.
So is Brooke or Frankie next?
Me.
Dang, bro, that's crazy.
Yo, Nika's hate for Brooke was wild back then. You got a little better.
Yo,
you still got Frankie above Brooke?
Why would I not? Well, since then, what has been Wait. Well, since then, I get it. But what has been shown since then? Because that was, if not a year and a half to 2 years ago, what has been shown for Brooks since then?
I'm not arguing it. I told you, I think Frankie got conquerors hockey, so I'm on the same boat as you.
I'm just saying, a radical being still rocking most. He has the hacks to win most battles. He can do this. Now, Frankie, Robin, and Brooke, they're always interchangeable for me.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it depends on who they're fighting, matchups, all this other stuff. But they usually could take on the same rate level foe to an extent. That's how I look at them.
The forgotten trio.
We just haven't gotten a 1v1. Wano for me was like, all right, bet this is how that's gonna rock. But then they gave Robin, they gave Frankie 1v1s. Brooke ain't had none though. He was fodder control. That's cool. We go to Egghead. He does nothing. He's on a ship with Lilith and he's like showing his inexperience as a pirate. Like, hey, let's just let this boat go and see where it goes, you know? Like, we have no plan of stopping it. Let's just keep on going, you know? Like, let's just do it. Like, he cut Saturn's leg off, but that's cool. Chopper also blocked him. Everybody got feeds there, so I'm glad you were included, you know? But we haven't gotten nothing. The most I can say for him now is what is impressive for Brooke. I do think what we're getting in the flashback is the armament hockey. That's that whole thing with him cutting people when he chooses to cut them. Like, he could cut you, but not activate the cut till like hours later. To me, that's Breath of All Things-esque, and I'm going to call that armament hockey until proven otherwise. And then he was trained by Candel, who Brooke confirmed had future sight, and is also training her daughter, who Brooke also confirmed in the same panel that she has future sight. So he has to at least have base observation when he was alive, like something. Like, you're fighting future sight users, no observation at all? That's kind of sound crazy at that point. So when he was alive, I do think he had his senses intact. Now he's not alive. It's not the same way. I do feel like there's something to be said about losing the muscle mass and all these other things he got. He don't even have eyes.
Yo.
Like, he don't. Like, so the rules of observation kind of don't apply to Brooke. Unless it's like some voice of all things type of vibe, which I'm not mad at for him. It makes sense. He's a musical skeleton, swordsman. Now, I'm cool with him getting anything, honestly. It's just, I can see why we haven't gotten certain feats for him now, because back then when he was alive, he probably had them things. But losing all of those things, I keep telling people, you lose something when you lose these things. Like, you do. If Fujitora was stated to not be able to have exact future sight because he actually doesn't have fucking sight, I would say, you know what? That makes sense. He can't see. But if you could tell me he could sense auras to a point where it's like sensing the future, I would be completely fine with that too, because that's still him having future sight, just not the typical way everybody else has future sight. So that's how Big Fuji, you know what I'm saying? But that's how it works for me. That's why you see people like Loki, and he's giving off more impressive observation. He still actually has his eyes. Like, that stuff matters. Shanks did lose sword skill. He's known as a diligent sword master. Basically, they're telling you he's an above average sword master because he's a sword master rank, same as Zoro. I don't think when Shanks was 2 arms fighting Mihawk, I don't think he was a sword master. I think he was a great sword master. The same as Vista, the same as Fujitora. He lost the arm. It makes sense. You lose a bit of skill. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I do think you lose a bit of skill. Now, Shanks can overcompensate with hockey, but he loses actual physical strength because he doesn't physically have another arm. He doesn't have that no more. But he can overcompensate that power loss with hockey. So it's just, you lose something when you lose something in One Piece. Kuzan lost something. Kid lost something. Brook don't got his actual outer organs. He lost something. That's just how I look at that.
Valid. Valid. Here is your Admiral video, Vans. You know what's crazy? Like, the ability and the want to, like, especially like the Kizaru, the Akainus, the original Admirals, right? Going through the Marines and going up the ranks to become an Admiral. You gotta have the will of a conqueror. Like, I don't see you reaching that peak and not be a conqueror. If you're gonna tell me that Kobe is a conqueror and his dream is to become a Navy admiral, these guys have done it. And we watch Kuzan training with Garp like Kobe did, but Kobe's a conqueror and Kuzan's not.
That don't make sense.
Come on,
Telling you,
inconsistent.
Listen, that class showed me everything I needed to see. And once again, people are tripping on Twitter. Well, everybody thinks Kobe's a conqueror. Everybody thinks Kuzan's a conqueror, but they didn't get the confirmation in their Viva cards like Gart just did. Well, duh. I have a notion about that. Oda's not going to show you these types of feats or confirm them until the characters are at their complete capacity. Gart could have got conquerors confirmed in Marineford, but did he? No, because his resolve wasn't there. So why would Kuzan get it and Kizaru get it when their resolve isn't there?
Right.
We have to get a full showing with them at their full capability. This was a full This was Gart's full capability for where he is at now in old age.
You know what's crazy? Like, word.
Yes, stand on that one.
Oh, the admirals are definitely conquerors, bro. Like, there's not one admiral you can prove.
Bro, there's no way in hell Green Bull has conquerors, bro.
Why not?
The hate is real.
Damn.
Why not, bro? Don't
The
you
hate is the hate is real. It's crazy.
Yeah.
This is
I don't like Green Bull. I don't like Green Bull neither. Of just staying consistent with the notion of the plot point. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Y'all was literally complaining last week that Oda gives everybody conquerors, and now anybody who has that title just has conquerors.
I've never I actually complain about the people who complain about that. So that's definitely not me. I actually have an anti-conquerors fan not liking conquerors agenda. Like that's legit my whole thing. We're in the final saga. Oda's not. Anyone Oda present to us now is a hitter. They're not going to be anything otherwise. This is the final saga.
No, I know.
Listen, man.
It was
okay. I'm about to say. I know for a fact.
I said giving all conquerors to the Straw Hats. Fully is there. Fully knows what I'm saying. Straw Hats giving conquerors hockey.
That's not what you said.
I have no problem with the admirals getting hockey. I have no problem with the admirals getting hockey. Why would you not give them hockey? Why would you not?
That's not what you said. That's not what you and Ree said. Because
I
specifically remember I said, who out of all the confirmed Conqueror hockey users didn't deserve it? Y'all both was trying to tell me Don Chinchao didn't.
Yeah, he doesn't deserve it.
No.
Yes, because the initial argument was you guys said that they were just giving it to everybody.
I didn't say they were giving it to everybody. I just answered your question. I was not arguing that. I just answered your question, and you needed an example, and I gave you two, but you didn't like either one. And you were like, "Well, he deserved it when he got
because
it."
You were agreeing with Zod that everybody just has it.
I mean, no, I said giving it to everyone is the way, not the way to go. Like I even said, if you don't want to give it to Usopp, that's cool too. I'm okay with that. Work on Usopp's observation hockey, but Usopp doesn't need it. The Admirals, we've already seen that they might have conquerors. I have no problem with them having conquerors. Akainu should have conquerors. He is a conqueror.
Goku has it.
Day one, he's a conqueror. He should have conquerors hockey.
Just to back up, I was just gonna say, just to back up Zod, I ain't gonna lie, Zod's he's documented at least 3 times over the last 2 years saying that the Admirals should be conquerors. At least that part. For sure, he's always been 10 toes on that. Like he definitely been on that.
Honestly, I had the Vice Admirals. Hold on.
Yeah, him and Benzo was in a video talking about it. There we go.
Because there's been too much times where it's been like, yo, if they're a Vice Admiral, I think this person's stronger than him. I'm like, yo, but like y'all don't think like they be like, yo, Mingo's stronger than Vice Admiral. This person, I'm just like, yo, y'all, we're doubting what these people are. Just because we get to see what they are does not mean they're stronger than this person. Like I've had like people like Zoro to take out a Vice Admiral. I'm like, the fluctuation between Vice Admirals is weird. You don't know who's strong, you don't know who's weak, because we've seen people like Smoker get, wow.
Unfortunately.
So now the Vice Admiral thing has been because a lot of people are saying Marine are fodder. And I'm like, yo, that's not true. You can't just say that just because you've seen a couple of Marines get one shot, get beat. Yeah, exactly, man. But I'm loving it. The main top dog is Mad Dog. He deserves all of it. I have been.
Yes, sir.
Top
I know
dog.
you don't like it, Benz. I know you don't like it, Benz. I know.
Top dad.
I just think Marineford for me just proved that Admirals and Pirates are just not on the same level.
This is exactly what I was talking about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You see one thing, and then you automatically disrespect the Admiral. This is my problem.
But this is my thing to that. This is my only thing to that, right? Benz, this is my only thing to that. I feel like nothing was shown in Marineford to undervalue the admirals being conquerors. That's the only thing. Because you're not the only person with this argument. Because I've heard this a few times. But what has been shown in Marineford that shows us that the admirals themselves aren't conquerors? Because if you dig deep into the actual Marineford feats, you start seeing moments where Vista and Marco both attacked Sakazuki, and at first it appears he got hit by the attacks. That's what you could think. But then we meet Katakuri, and we learn, dang, you can use your observation hockey like this.
That was Future Sight.
And so it makes you you go back to it now, and there's still people that have this tape. There's people that think that he got hit, and that's how he knew they were using hockey. And then there were some people that think, oh, he used Future Sight to be able to tell they were using hockey, dodge their attacks, and then noted to them, hockey users, how annoying. Because it didn't seem like he took any damage from the attacks they hit him at the time. We don't really know for real if he took any damage because the muddy context of Marineford. But there are arguments for all of these things. We see the advanced levels of Rio used by all three of them in one moment. And I do think one admiral is enough to do that job. They did all three of them for testament to who Whitebeard is at the time. The world's strongest man, because they don't know Whitebeard pulling up and he's sick and this, that, and the third. If they knew all that going into it, Sengoku's whole plan would have been different. Promise you, they would have been prying on that, but they didn't know all that, know all those things. But just showing off what we see with Marineford, I do think we're seeing these hockey feats. Because even Marco, we don't got armament at the time, but Marco get hit so hard that by the time he faced all the admirals. But after Marineford, the only time he had a bandage on is where Gart hit him. And we know Gart using hockey. Gart the fist, that's his thing. And Marco not just feeling no regular hit. We know that. We know how that worked with Marco. You can't just physically punch Marco and it'd be fine. He heals. So the fact that he has the Phoenix thing can regenerate, but he still has a bandage on after Marineford, but not from no injury from none of the three admirals he fought. Here, he has an injury from the hockey punch. So for me, I just feel like Marineford didn't undervalue anything. A lot of people are like, oh, but the admirals they follow Sakazuki, they follow an organization. I don't think that doesn't mean anything. Conquerors start organization and breed other conquerors. So I don't think that is wrong. I don't think that there's not a real issue with that happening. The problem is we got to see plot points for people like Ben Beckman. Does he have it? I definitely think he does. But is he going to have it? King didn't have it. We never got to see if Marco had it or anything like that. But Marco's still an impressive fighter nonetheless. So Marco's the reason why people like to argue, oh, you could be an impressive fighter and not have Conqueror's hockey. Because Marco in Wano is sending Big Mom away. Big Mom's like, oh, I can't fight you right now, Marco. I don't have the souls to fight. I don't have the souls to spare. What do you mean? You have Zeus with you, Prometheus with you, and Napoleon. Those are your three bangers. And you running from Marco? Okay, so teach us to really be a monster. That's how I look at it. Because Big Mom is over here running from him with her full bag, talking about she need more souls. Where I don't know, it just make things muddy. But going back to the whole Conqueror's argument, Conqueror's hockey and everything, I definitely think the Marines have it. That's why Fujitora, he suddenly got the confirmation of having a supreme grade blade. Sakazuki's 5 billion. We know what that there's no way you don't have it. There's no way. Then and the previous fleet admirals, him being, say with Sengoku. Who else? Kizaru, Kuzan is more convicted than he's ever been to a point. So and he's a pirate now, so you can argue ambition for him. Kizaru, he's you don't really know. Green Bull is Green Bull and Kizaru are the two that are up in the air for a lot of fans because Kizaru's straight up I'm a cog, and then Greenbow with the I just do their justice, like I'm just for them. So the two of them admitting to not being to having a certain ambition level has triggered the fans to be like, I bet you guys don't have conquerors. But I think just the admiral title in general, you have to have it because to be a vice admiral, they tell you have to have use of armament or you have to have good usage of armament or observation, if not both. So to be an admiral, what would be the prerequisite? I just think conquerors makes the most sense because it can't be the Logia fruit. We see Captain Smoker Logia. We saw Vice Admiral Kuzan, Vice Admiral Kizaru, Logias. So the one thing that I lean on for like a thing that's a recommendation to achieve this status, and he conquers hockey, or
Think
at
about
least
it.
base
He's
level.
Admiral. He's Fleet Admiral. You telling me he doesn't have conquerors hockey? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. You're not Fleet Admiral with no ambition. You can't be.
In Band's defense, and in most fans' defense, not even just Band's, most people will give Sakazuki conquerors. That's the one person. That's the one person nobody's questioning.
Yeah.
The people that are questioning is everyone else after that.
You question
Oh, Za, look at your phone. My bad. I didn't want to interrupt. Giannis got traded.
You good.
Giannis got traded. Yeah. I'm about to make a video on that later. I got you.
But that's pretty much it. I would say everybody else is just questionable. But what's it called? Sakazuki's the only one that's safe. Y'all know why I back Fuji 10 toes. Everything he's done has been something someone else in the story is 10 toes is done. So
you got to give him confidence.
That's me
because that's ambition to stand. I give him like that. So.
Yeah, I think they all have it. If they all don't have it, it would at least be Fujitora and Kuzan outside of Sakazuki. So yeah.
Look, conquerors.
And Smoker may get it too. So hey.
Hey man.
Yes.
Admirals, bro. I'm with it.
I could like your admirals, man. I could like your admirals.
Ain't even about liking the admirals. It's just narrative. It's just story consistency, man.
Can I ask you a question? Mm-hmm. Which admiral do you think isn't like that? I just want to know. Before we end.
Green Bull.
Mm-hmm.
Sengoku.
Okay. Fair.
There's all right. How do I?
Sengoku's not. You mean Prime Sengoku, or you mean like Sengoku now?
I hate Sengoku.
Sengoku overall. Sengoku overall. It doesn't matter.
Prime Sengoku, so I don't like him either. So I agree.
How do I word this if I'm making an argument? Shout out to Piece on TikTok for changing my mind on this. I actually think Aokiji is stronger than Akainu, but that's a whole other different discussion. I actually think Akainu himself.
I can't do this.
Rear face.
No. You want to know why? You want to know why?
I don't know if I want to know, bro.
No, I want to hear it.
No. So, Ree, I'll explain why with this question, right? So, Ree, when you think of Akainu, right, so far on the story, narratively wise, what do you base him at? Like, what's some characteristics and how you view Akainu as a character in the story?
Strong, brutal, ruthless, aggressive, straight to the point, fiery, hot-headed,
prideful.
Pride, yeah.
So why didn't he kill Aokiji?
He probably didn't kill him because it hurt more to be left alive and not die. Like,
wait, before y'all continue. Before I continue, there's a narrative answer for your question.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to kill him because that was his brother in arms for so many years. Like that. That's why he chose not to kill him. Like definitely like that. To me, that says that he's like, yo, we stand on different sides of this playing field, but it's still the same playing field, and I respect that enough at least. So I'm not gonna kill you for that. But I understand you don't want to work for me. If you don't want to work for me, we can either do this whole sword mission that you go on the low, infiltrate Blackbeard, or you can just leave and go join Blackbeard on your own volition. One of those type of two. So
okay, so
a little agenda.
Probably
so,
why Luffy just let Usopp just lay on the ground.
okay, so this is the thing now, right? Now, if you add this into the equation for the justification, right? Narratively, what? Right.
Okay.
This is. I want to make this like what Trip said about Ozai, right, and Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
Is it basically the same scenario that's going on with Naruto and Sasuke when they fight? Because Naruto doesn't want to kill Sasuke, but Sasuke wants to kill him. Is Naruto just basically in the same position as Akainu? He doesn't want to kill Sasuke.
Wait, repeat that one more time.
Naruto does not want to kill Sasuke.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Same way as you just told me, narratively wise, Akainu did not want to kill Aokiji because they've been brothers for so long.
I disagree with that statement.
No.
You disagree with that statement?
Yeah, I don't agree with Nika as far as that narrative, but it's okay.
That's the narrative of the story. That's not what I'm making up. That's what was said.
I just don't see it that way. That's all.
That's okay. That's fair. That's fair. I was giving you guys what the story was telling you and just giving you my take on what I think they implying, but that's not what I'm saying. That's not even what I'm saying. That's not something I'm making up and saying. That's in the story. That's what Jinbei told us, and Jinbei usually on point with info dumps. So
then, how do you feel, Ree?
Like I was saying, I think he left him alive because it's more painful to die to be alive knowing you lost to me and I took a limb and I can walk away and just leave you here. That's more painful for you to have lost and you don't even get the satisfaction of getting the final blow and dying.
But that's the thing that for me, right?
Yeah,
how I'm viewing the story, narratively wise, it just doesn't line up with his character, especially with the simple fact that he took his leg out. You might as well just finish the job at that point.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, I'll be honest with you. The reason why I understand Akainu like leaving him alive, in my honest opinion, because he's a loyal dog. He's a dog of the fucking state, and I'm like, he looked at you know, he looked at Cool Cat Kizaru as another dog of the state and whatnot. We both come from the same pound. We like, you know what I mean, like the whole brother mark. That's what I'm like. I see it as a loyalty thing of like. With the whole, like when we see with the whole Egghead and whatnot, he gave commands to his brother and whatnot. He was just like, "Hey, there's a certain point of like you could push me to." We're seeing a different state of like his ideology, his loyalty to other admirals in a sense. That's what I'm like. I think it's a loyalty thing. I think we're thinking like when you look at him, he's a dog. Dogs are loyal. When you look at their connection, you could say like it was a loyalty thing. At the end of the day, it's like a loyalty thing of like you're still a man that I think of that could be part of the cloth in a sense. You're still a man who could come back to the Navy. That's why I didn't put you down. But I'm gonna bite the shit out your ass, though.
No, but wait, see, Foolie, he doesn't leave Kuzan doesn't leave the Navy until after the fight. That part comes after the fight. But yes, that's why I said that's what the narrative said. Brother in arms. That's what it is. Like, yo, that's my brother in arms. He literally is like, yo, that's literally exactly what you just explained, exactly what I'm getting at. You've been my brother in arms for so long. I'm gonna respect you because we both represented that same cloth. You didn't betray the Navy in no sense of the word. You didn't pull a dragon. You didn't do what the Marines did in Marineford when they tried to leave. You didn't do any of that. We had a thorough, respectful one-to-one duelist admirals. You lost, and I didn't finish the job because Sakazuki Kuzan could have been telling him, finish the job, and Sakazuki could have been like, I'm not doing that. Like he could have been the one to walk away from the field, leaving Kuzan there, just respecting the fact that we were brothers in arms to one extent, you know what I mean? Look what he said to Kizaru. He calls Kizaru brother. So for me, I can't take away that plot point because then it erases the Kizaru plot point because of the whole brotherhood between the admirals. That's just me, and I think Sakazuki is a changing character still, and he's not just doing everything that all the agendas I see that are top for Sakazuki right now are most people when you tell them, oh, Sakazuki is gonna take the Navy away from the world government, they're like, nah, he's a dog to the day he died. I personally don't see it that way. I think he does have sentimental value, which is why we got him possibly having a daughter. That's supposed to show us that those plot points are there to show us something, but it's not confirmed yet. But I don't know at this point, beyond the daughter point, just him having values, where he even with the Vegapunk speech, he was the one to say, we got to take care of the people. Like all this craziness about to happen, but we got to take care of the people. I'm sorry, brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even when Smoker got on him right after Punk Hazard, he was like, Smoker just called me bugging about da 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 da. Why should I have to hear that? Yeah, but you couldn't say that back to Smoker because you know you're wrong. That Punk Hazard was a world government facility, and look what all the bullshit that was going on. You know what I'm saying? So he allowed, when Fujitora, every time he's been coaching him on the phone on the Denden Mushi, he's been listening. At first, he was talking back with Fujitora, but after he got off with Fujitora, he still went and saw the Gorosei because he know Fuji was right. When Fuji told him about everything being gone, he knew he was right. He had to stop. My bad, Zah.
No, I was saying, this connects to the whole duel thing. I know we don't like talking about it, but this was like when Luffy kind of left Usopp around. He's like, yo, we had our duel, we fought, we this, good. And I can see
that's what I was saying.
Who's not being like, no, come on. And like, Akainu is like, yo, we had the duel, we did this. But the thing with Akainu is he is a man of justice. He's like, yo, we had our duel. This wasn't a fight to like kill each other. This is a fight to be about who could be here. We solved it. I won. I'm done. Walk away. I'm like, yo,
stronger than you.
So that's who Sakazuki is. Like, yo, honestly, to me, that kind of always raised Sakazuki's character because even when he's like, yo, like, remember when the Gorosei like, oh, Kuzan joined the Blackbeard Prize. He's like, yo, he left us. Whatever he's doing,
we don't talk about
none of our concern. I was like, yo, right then and there, that shows his character. People miss out on that.
It does.
When it comes to Sakazuki. People miss out on his character.
It does, and I do believe things that we're saying, Zah, like it's either on that where it's just a brotherhood thing, or it's even deeper than that, and it's like a plan that they have launched in the background. And I don't want to get too that. My bad. I didn't want to get too theoretical with that, but I was just gonna say, period. I think this really just speaks to what they said it was. Sakazuki couldn't bring himself to kill one of his brother in arms, and this is some soldier shit, and that's real life shit for soldiers.
There's so many contradictions. Why make Kizaru kill Vegapunk if you felt the same way with Aokiji? You should know the exact same pain that Kizaru's feeling. That doesn't make any sense. And then the other thing is too, it's like his character as a person.
Nah, that doesn't match though. That doesn't. Hold up, stop, man. No, it doesn't. That first one, that first plot that Reed just agreed with, that doesn't match. What do you mean? Why did he do it for Vegapunk? Vegapunk actually betrayed the system. Kuzan never betrayed the system.
I didn't say that. What y'all are saying. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I'm sitting here like, no, there's no way.
I'm not agreeing.
Yeah, the order didn't come for Akainu. The order for them to fight it out also came between them as well. But the point is, we did what we did to Vegapunk because he betrayed the philosophy. He betrayed the system. He went against the justice. No matter what brand of justice it was, he went against that brand of justice. It wasn't absolute. It wasn't nothing to do with us. And that's what it was. Kuzan never went against that. He didn't like Marineford. He didn't like O'Hara. He didn't like Marineford, but he didn't actually full on betray us. He didn't full on betray the Navy like in name, like how Vegapunk is outwardly doing it. We're finding out he's researching taboos and all that. When Kuzan wanted to do all that, he left them. And as I said, it's none of his business. That's not consistent. You can't compare those two things.
I can compare it because of the simple fact that he was giving the motherfucker flack for it.
No, you can't, bro. We have to execute the mission.
You can make this whole argument, blah blah blah, justice this, blah blah blah, justice that.
I'm using logic, broski.
No, the logic is you're trying to say that Kainu's sole love for justice just trumps everything when you're still making this man who is related to Vegapunk to accomplish the mission. When you have other admirals who are well justified as strong,
but then you're taking away the plot point though. Yes, that happened, but he apologized. That's the whole point of apologizing for it at the end. Like You're ignoring the actual character plot points that are being put there. I'm not trying to argue my bias here for you. I don't even fuck with Kizaru. But still, you can't ignore what these things are here for in the plot. Otherwise, what did his apology mean? That's all I'm saying.
Did he apologize after Kizaru told him the plans or before?
What do you mean?
When he talked.
What do you mean after Kizaru told him the plans?
I'm saying when Kizaru was talking to him about the plans and if the mission got completed, yes or no, with no mistakes, no nothing. Did he apologize before or after?
I'm not fully comprehending what you're asking me.
You're saying that Kaino apologized to Kizaru. Is that not what you just said?
Yes,
Okay.
that is exactly what I just said.
Was that before or after?
After the mission was done.
So he didn't give Kizaru any flack?
At the end of the mission, yes.
What was the flack that he gave him? What was the thing that he was upset about?
He critiqued him about how timely the job got done or whatever the case may be. And then Kizaru went forward and burst out in tears, giving him context to what he just did, killing his best friend. And then Sakazuki apologized. What am I missing?
But why does he need to apologize after if he knew the whole mission?
He didn't know. He didn't know he sent his mans to kill his best friend. And his mans told him that, and he apologized. I'm confused on why we're confused about that.
Okay, so
what are we doing?
Who created the mission?
The world government. What are you talking about?
You're telling me Akainu had no knowing of this at all.
I never said he didn't have knowing of it. He obviously did. A fleet went over there. Bro, he got assigned to do something. He designated an admiral to go with a Gorosei to do so, because the Gorosei already given him orders telling him we need an admiral. They're going to Egghead. The Gorosei probably requested Kizaru because it was specifically Egghead. So off rip, Kizaru can't, despite whatever Sakazuki say, Kizaru can't say no. Kizaru's going now on the mission, reporting the information that he's getting, not to Sakazuki, but to Saturn, who is there with him, because Rob Lucci is reporting that information to him. After that, he completes the mission. The mission happens, a bunch of chaos went down. Sakazuki want to know why it went down like that. The Gorosei have always noted that Kizaru never lacks when he does his missions. So what happened here, Kizaru? And he's telling him, hey, don't question me. Well, I did what I had to do, blah, blah, blah. And then he starts snapping on him. And then what did Kizaru do? Kizaru bursts out in tears and literally tells him, yo, back the fuck off, bro. I just killed my best friend. My man's for real. Sakazuki like, oh, I didn't even know that was his man's, bro. Why y'all ain't tell me that? Yo, my B, dog. Like, I ain't even mean to do all. That's literally what we just watched happen. So I don't know why you're questioning this in this manner. It's not hitting me with the logic. And I still want you to explain how you got Kuzan still being stronger than Sakazuki, because you haven't explained that part yet, and I've been waiting. But I just wanted to clear this. I just wanted to clear this logical part up real quick, because this is plot. This isn't me and what I want to say. The dude said he didn't want to kill his brother. He said that about Kuzan. I didn't say that.
So we've seen him multiple times meet up with the world government. So I think that shit's all bullshit. 3, I think he already knew what the mission was. Especially with the simple fact that he's fucking close with Kizaru. 4, the fact that he apologized after it happened, after he gave him flack. I think that's still bullshit.
Okay.
5, if you want to talk about Aokiji and Akainu, there has to be some sort of compensation between the fight that lasted. How many days it lasted between the two?
Reed, Reed, I'm gonna turn my camera off and light this blunt because I can't. Dan's got me tripping right now. I'm not gonna lie to you, Dan. Dan's got me bugging. Dan's got me tripping.
Who has Oda stated multiple times? Who has the strongest AP out of all Devil Fruit users? It's Akainu.
Yes.
We've stated this multiple times, and the fight lasts 10 days. Now, using your guys' justification, there's perhaps a chance that he was just holding back because of the simple fact he didn't want to kill him from the get-go. So you have the aspect of, okay, he wasn't fighting a full 100%. But on the other line, the man is all about honor. The man is about all of these type of principles and this and that. I don't think it's in his DNA to hold back, regardless if it's his brother. Because I think that right there is dishonorable to him himself. Because he knows that. So he has to be going 100%.
But he's not holding back. That's why they fought for 10 days. They're both admirals, bro. What holding back are you talking? They needed a whole island for themselves. What are you What are we doing?
Wait, hold on, Nika, because I need to understand. I need to let him land.
Yeah.
If I grant you everything you're saying,
yes,
where are you going next?
Okay, so let's continue, right? So we get out the way that you guys are giving him some sort of justification that he didn't want to kill him because it's his brother or whatever. So there has to be some sort of holding back because he's not killing. He's not doing a killing intent behind the fight, right?
Okay.
We take that out of the way. We know they fought for 10 days, so he had to be going all out because he's an honorable man. He's going to give that to Aokiji because Aokiji will know if he's holding back or not, right? The fact is that they fought for 10 days and it lasted that long, and they both go on 100%, and he's fighting 100% against the man with the strongest AP Devil Fruit out of the whole freaking series of the show so far, right?
Mm-hmm.
There has to be some sort of compensation coming from Aokiji to be able to lack the difference between AP between each other's abilities for Devil Fruit, right? So this is where I come into play. I think, right, personally, that the simple fact, if we use narrative to go forward in the story, I think more of along the lines of the admirals themselves will be more used for a narrative chess piece than more of a power scaling chess piece. And I think Aokiji, now that he's with Blackbeard Pirates, will go up higher in the scale because now he is a pirate, depending on whatever is his actual true identity. If he's really backdooring Blackbeard or if he's, really for the love of the game, really about to be with Blackbeard. Nonetheless, I think he's going to scale a little bit higher later in the end of the story because I think Fujitora himself, he is strong. Not going to deny that. All the admirals are strong. I'm just arguing about the scale of where they are. I think Fujitora more alone, he's going to switch sides. Akainu, I think he's going to switch sides because of Fujitora. Green Bull, he's an X factor because I think he's probably going to give flack to Akainu for switching sides, and he's going to be like, what the hell? This is not who I followed. And I think Aokiji himself, since he's literally going to be one of the pirate of, Blackbeard's crew, I think him, narratively wise, continue going forward in the story. When we see him go in a full showcase, because we see what he did to Cracker, we see what he's able to do capability wise to Doflamingo. We see all these things, and the fact that he goes 10 days, I think narratively wise at the end of the story, they're gonna give a slight push more to Aokiji at the end.
Okay. So you're saying end of story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to say that, that's cool. But I'm talking right now. Sakazuki stronger. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Sakazuki stronger than
I still agree. I still disagree though, man. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
think Sakazuki.
Me too. I still disagree. I still disagree.
I don't want to say nothing. I think Sakazuki takes out a certain win person, but we're not gonna get into that type of conversation. I think Sakazuki takes out a win character.
There's a lot of win characters. Be careful.
We know there's a certain green win person that Sakazuki's gonna take out, but I'm not gonna say anything like that. I'm just gonna say it right now.
Wait, Reed, can I ask you a question though?
Yeah.
Narratively wise, no power scale. Narratively wise, right? Do you think Oda himself? Do you think there's this is like a 2-part one question. Do you think there's a higher chance that the admirals at the end of the story will be more used for narrative or power scale? Current ones.
I can't say both. Right? You're gonna make you pick one.
Just which one's more?
I feel like power scaling, bro. I feel like there's so much more in their bag we haven't gotten a chance to see. I just can't see Oda not fully fleshing out their capabilities in the final saga. I don't know, man. Like, I get where you're going with the narrative piece, but there's just too much unanswered with the Admiral.
So this is perfect, right? This is why I wanted to ask you this, right? You're saying power more. You're leaning more towards that side, right? So this is 2 questions, but I need you to answer the first question first. When it comes to the power scaling, do you think it's relatively soon, or do you think it's Final War that we get to showcase?
I mean, me honestly, I've already said that I think Akainu and Green Bull are pulling up to Elbaf. So I'm thinking soon. That's my personal take.
So that's the problem, though. You put them in Elbaf. After Elbaf, we get stronger characters.
Why can't they get stronger?
Because okay, so do you think if they pull up to Elbaf, right? Do you think it's just like a cancel out, like nobody's gonna die, right?
Honestly, that was my take before all of this crap happened with Emu. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know anymore. That was before Emu did everything that Emu's doing. So I'm okay with that not actually happening. But if they pull up the Elbaf, I don't know. But I don't think that they would use the full capabilities of their power. Like
until when?
I just don't see that. Until the final saga.
Okay, so
like we're in the final saga, but like
okay, so
until the end.
So when they're in the final saga, who are they fighting?
Oh,
Well,
me.
I'm not
got it.
against
I
the
know,
dragon with the dragon point. I'm okay with that.
I think Sakazuki attacks Emo. I honestly think Sakazuki attacks Emo.
I mean, I can see that too.
With everything that he hates about the Gorosei and everything he hates about the world government, that's where Sakazuki goes. Because he's gonna be like, yo, you're the reason why. Because remember, he's hated the Gorosei since Dressrosa. All that's been there. Not rocking with them. Y'all taking my power. Y'all giving it to CP0. He attacks Emu.
So does he take the Garp role on
Yes.
Roger and Garp?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. This is just all I need to know because I think they become way more narrative. I think Fuji helps the Straw Hats. I think Akainu helps the Straw Hats, and I don't think they fight the top tiers on the
it's
side.
both though. Like if I only had to pick one, I'll say power.
Thank you. It's both. We're in the final saga. This is ground zero. Everything that happens now leads to what's gonna happen next. That's the whole point of popping off Reverie last arc. That was literally it. The answer is both. You're gonna get power scaling shit for here now and then later. You're gonna get it. The admirals might pull up and not even go all out. We might not even see that. I don't know if they're coming to LBAF. I don't want to touch that topic. If they do, they do. If they don't, they also don't. But I know when they do get shown, we're going to. What we saw. Did you see what we just saw with Luffy and Kizaru? We're not about to get like less and less of that. We're gonna get more and more of that. That's what the story needs. That's what progression is. So it's not gonna get anything. It's gonna for narrative points and for power scaling points because a lot of people won't say it, but the Admirals still have one of the biggest clashes to date. They changed terrain, terraformed. Like that's one of the biggest clashes to date. It may not be a sky split in the casual way, but the sky is already split. Like half the temperature, half is ice and snowstorm, the other half is volcanic. It's literally that there's a big the Punk Hazard looks like a Pokeball. Like, do we remember this? Like, this is a big thing. This isn't small time. Whitebeard and Ace needed an island for themselves to fight on. If you read the Ace novel, and that was then. Imagine when there's somebody of the realm, like of admirals, more like two Logias, that is going to be a lot more into it. So yes, for narrative purposes, you're going to see that. But for power scaling purposes as well, you're still going to see that. One of the admirals have a power scaling feat of having the top AP. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just think I think it's both, man. You can't have one with. I don't think you can even have one without the other. That's really what it is. Like Yamato did all of what she did against Kaido, and we saw what it really amounted to. Yamato then proceeds to pull up and hit Green Bull. Green Bull with Conquerors imbued and everything. Green Bull literally shrugs it off like, "Ow, that hurt." Like, okay, you can injure me, cool. Like that, like okay, bet. Like that's Kaido. That's the same way Kaido was treating the Scabbards. Like when they stabbed him at first, like, oh, y'all stabbed me? Okay, this might be worth it. We're in that realm where you gotta be in that tier to even parlay with people. That's why the Sabo agenda is so crazy, because people can't even fathom that he might be above the admirals. That right there in itself. So I, for one, think Sakazuki is still stronger, because like I just explained, otherwise, you lose a limb, you lose strength. That's just what that is. Now, you can equate with hockey, devil fruit, cool. But for what Sakazuki gained, that hockey bloom that he gained in that fight as well, because he also gained, yeah, I definitely think my boy is up right now. I'm not gonna lie to you, he in that chair right now for real. If Kuzan was to get a bounty, you could say Sakazuki gets 5 bill for the position, but I think a respectable bounty for Kuzan is if you were to put him like at a 4 bill or something close to 3. I mean something close to 4. like 3 point something, if not four bill itself. Like give him 4 bill, but just right under Shanks or right above Shanks, 4.1. Nothing too crazy.
See, everything that you're saying, completely logical. I have no problem with that. This is the only thing that makes it feel more narrative for me, is that there is a chance that they could flip. So if they flip, right, like the characters that you, not you specifically, but like the community, they want to scale wise is on the opposite end. They want to scale them off of their fights to a pirate or a revolutionary. So it's like, let's say he flips and he joins, Luffy, the Revolutionary Army, this and that. Now it's like, okay, now we only can really see the admirals versus the Gorosei, the Holy Knights, or Imu themselves. So it's like, it kind of puts them in like a weird position where it's like, okay, if he does beat a Holy Knight, is that bigger for power scaling more than, like, let's say hypothetically, like what Zah's saying, where, a kind of beats Dragon. I think that hits more if he beats Dragon more than a Holy Knight.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
Actually,
it's like a weird spot.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's like weird.
I do think it's possible that he beats Dragon. That makes sense.
Well, who are you talking about? Which admirals are you talking about specifically that flip? You talking about like Fujitora?
I think Fuji, I think Akainu, and I think Aokiji's like in limbo. He's like, you know what I mean?
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. As far as serious fights in the future, how many more serious fights you think Fujitora is getting, and possibly against who?
Fuji.
Because the only one I really see, and I think is necessary, is the Mihawk one.
Okay, so that's why I wanted to ask you who I want, because I want him to fight Mihawk. I agree with you.
Yeah. I feel like him. Okay, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, I think he should fight Mihawk. But then I also think, I can't put my finger on it. I think the last remaining thing that Fuji needs to fight is a Holy Knight and above, so that he could fully get his grasp on whose side he should really flip to. I think he needs that. Like if he, let's say hypothetically he fights a Shamrock, and Shamrock is like a dickhead, he's just complete evil, this and that. He's gonna be like, nah, I gotta join Luffy's side. Like I think that would be like the flip for him.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. I think he only needs one superior fight. Well, not a superior fight, but a fight with a good showing from him, and I think that's against Mihawk. I still think he would lose that fight, but I think it would be good for him to have a good showing against Mihawk, because then that would.
How bad does he lose?
It'll be an extreme diff fight. If not extreme diff, it would be to a point where the fight gets it's a draw, but it was clear that Mihawk gained the upper hand towards the end. But during the fight, before it gets to that point, I would want Fujitora to look better than Vista. You know what I'm saying? That to me will put Fujitora in the right realm of scaling, because we will now know, because he fought is Mihawk. That's the top guy. You wouldn't need too many showings after a Mihawk. And then Fuji could literally be on fodder control and crowd control because of his ability and how he could be able to help people in the narrative utilizing his ability, rather than, doing all the fighting. He wouldn't need to do the fighting. We could literally have him do what Shiki did in Strong World, just lift up islands. Literally could start doing shit like that. And I don't think there's no reason he can't. He casually flies fleet battleships. So hey.
If he clashes or blocks at least one attack from Mihawk, he's already better than Vista. Just due to the simple fact that he's blind. Mihawk will sit there and be like, "What? A blind man can block my sword attack like this?"
Wow.
There's gonna be a lot more to the bag with because I used to ask people a while ago, Oden or Fuji, and a lot of people used to just tell me Oden. I didn't see how possible, but hey, I think Fuji has everything we need to see for like a swordsman. Even certain feats we see now, like before, like watch this, right? When we used to watch the anime, and this is anime scaling, so if you don't watch the anime, pay no mind to this. But before we watched the anime, you saw the purple like hockey he had. You would think, oh, that's just his devil fruit energy or whatever the case may be. And then you start looking and seeing people use hockey, and then you're like, oh, Big Mom do the same shit, damn near same color. Kaido too. And then you go back to Dressrosa and you watch how Fuji even just carries himself. And to me, when you see the lightning and all that type of energy, it's just like, oh, okay. For me, I get it. But I'm crazy, so I don't. He don't got to be a conqueror. But I'm telling you, just wait for it. We don't get these notions for no reason, and I do think people like Kuzan and Fuji at least will get that type of scaling, and they would have to be strong for the narrative because their point of being admirals is a power scaling feat for Kobe. So we need them to show what they need to show. On top of that, not only is it a narrative feat there, Luffy keeps being told you have to equate to Yonkos and admirals. If you're gonna, Don Chinjao told him, you want to fight, you want to be a conqueror, king of the sea. Well, admirals and Yonkos, that's the pinnacle. When Bullet showed up in Stampede, they used the same plot point there. Bullet wants to fight the Yonkos and the admirals. He ain't look to fight no one under that because he
But
knows that's
then,
what it takes to dominate the seas. That's just what
but
it
then
is.
Emu comes into play and ruins that whole hierarchy.
Not really. Emu doesn't really ruin the whole hierarchy because Emu isn't on the seas. Like Emu, the Holy Knights, that's why people underestimate them the way they are, and that the way they're underestimated now is because they don't have the experience, quote unquote, that a pirate would have, a top Yonko pirate would have. Granted, Emu himself is the power holder, but he's beyond that. And our Yonko of today are going to climb to that level of what an Emu is, like a
Yeah,
Nika,
Shanks.
a Blackbeard. You know what I'm saying?
Shanks,
Shanks too. You could definitely say that too. I'm with
He's
that
already
too.
above. But yeah. Mhm.
Shout out King of Lightning. I'll say that. I'll say that much.
I don't know about that one, bro.
Yeah. That's shout out King of
You
Lightning. That's most
saw
I
my
say for that one.
repos? You saw my repos?
Not a recent one.
Nerd King, Jordan, and a bunch of other creators. They saying Shanks is above Emu. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. Shanks. No, that's fine. I already knew Shanks got the God King agenda going. He's always been, his fandom's been strong like that for years. Shamrock, the Holy Trinity, Shamrock and 3. So I'm just gonna leave it there because I really mean it, and I feel like a lot of people are underestimating this because if Shanks is this, and the pinnacle for Shanks is that, then that just means Shamrock is an even bigger obstacle for Luffy than we may think. And no. I think it's crazy. That's not a problem because that will still be an obstacle for Luffy and said Straw Hats. So that's that narratively still works out. The point is that someone like Shamrock narratively holds the amount of importance with his segue, how he's been interjected and how he's been implemented into the story. If we're really quote unquote going on everything we have for Shanks and we're reflecting it with the Shamrock is going to be a bigger deal. When Oda said he might introduce us to someone that's the lurking legend, this, that, and the third, blah 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 blah. I'm starting to get the inkling we might be talking about someone like that to this level. But I'm gonna wait. I'm getting too theory-ish. I'm gonna wait. But you get the point.
Yeah.
Word.
Damn.
Man. All right, guys.
Yeah, I got
about that
sleep.
time. Foolie's coughing up a lung over there, man. My man to get some Robitussin and lay it down, bro.
Vicks.
Good night. All right, man. Appreciate y'all. Wednesday, y'all already know the vibe.
Shout out to Reggie. Shout out to Brothership. Saw your comments. Shout out to like the stream before y'all leave, please. Shout out to everybody that was, saying what they were saying in the comments because we didn't get to read the last bit of comments because I was ranting. That was my fault. Shout out to Dizzy. Shout out Gav. I didn't know you were 17. Thanks for the context. But shout out to everybody. 100 episodes.
For real.
Big 100.
Word. All right, man. We'll catch y'all on Wednesday. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
Peace.